Hello, everyone. Welcome to our stream. Welcome to Live from the Apocalypse. Thank you for joining us. We have so much. Thank you for the raid before we were even live.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed. Hope you enjoyed UK-based punk band Eat Defeat. We love them. They're so good. Go listen. On all your local streaming platforms. Local streaming platforms. What is local
go buy
streaming?
their stuff.
Yeah, I guess that is local
Go
streaming.
buy their stuff on like Bandcamp Fridays so that they get all the money.
Buy a vinyl.
Suggestion.
That's local streaming.
Jesus.
Buy a vinyl and then say you don't want it so that Summers doesn't have to ship it.
Yeah, exactly. Just give Summers money, whoever that is. I've never met that individual, but I don't know. Thank you so much for joining us. We're just having a little fun here tonight. It's been a while, and things are going to get really serious and really action-packed really quickly. So we're just, easing our way into it. We're live from the Apocalypse. I should probably talk about that a little bit. We are a channel. We are a channel here on twitch.tv where we stream tabletop role-playing games such as this one for charitable causes, nonprofits, aid organizations, and things like that. So we just ask that if you like what you see here, instead of doing the normal Twitch stuff of like subscribing to us or giving us bits or any of that cool stuff, you instead donate directly to the organizations that we are platforming. And this stream is raising money for Planned Parenthood. If you like what you see here at any point, if you are so inclined, you can hit !PP donate in the chat, and the bot will post the link. Look, we'll take your Prime sub. We donate those too. So you can't win here. Either way, Planned Parenthood gets your money.
We don't make anything.
It's true. We designed it that way, believe it or not. Why? We hate ourselves. But that's the link. If you want to donate, please do so. And if you donate, we will put an advantage in the pool for one of our players to grab as needed and spend on themselves. We're doing it that way now. So donate so that we have advantage. You can also use channel points and things like that. You can give players guidance. You can spam some like emotes and stuff like that. We have emotes if you do want to subscribe. Like I said, we do donate everything that we make off of this. So yeah, all your money, all your channel points, everything, it all goes back into a good cause. Yeah. Oh boy. All right. There's some other stuff that we'll talk about at the end. But for now, I think that's pretty much all the housekeeping, and we can just dive on into it. Unless I'm wrong about that. Last time on Class Reunion, our players who were originally high school students from Ohio, were transported into the fantasy world of Anoon. You gotta donate if you want to see the biceps. Sorry about that. You gotta throw some money at Planned Parenthood if you want that. And you were transported into the fantasy world of Anoon, where you spent the next 10 years. Oh God, dreading what's about to happen. Where you spent the next 10 years.
Cause, okay?
I know. Was there Skyline Chili? There was. There was at least discussion of Skyline Chili.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
A lot of it, probably more than it merited, but it's fine. So they've been in a fantasy world for about 10 years. They've completely changed. Their new people will go around and introduce them. And last session, right on the death of their beloved best friend and personal hero, I would say, and role model, Ryan Beckinsale, his untimely passing and their defeat of the shadow monster that killed him. They were briefly taken into custody at the hands of the Lamplighters, who are sort of the like police force / guard of the capital city of Calderon, where they are currently located. They managed to get out of their custody just in time to make it to their Gritski match, which they won handily. Against the Leviathans. And losers. You don't need to worry about that. They will never play again.
Yeah,
So-
JV squad.
Yep. You won that. You manhandled your benefactor, Mance
Yes,
Ardain.
grip it, baby. Slop that down, dude. Yeah, dude. Crack one for the big boy.
Nice. Heck yeah.
Okay. There you go.
Nice.
Is that what you wanted? Is that what you wanted?
Big
that-
money shit.
I feel like you can't really tell. There you go. I flexed. There was a time on this channel where people would just donate money and we wouldn't do anything for it. Like, they would just do it.
Out of the kindness of their heart.
Uh-huh.
That's not true. I donated money to make Jenny mayo.
That's true. That's true. But nobody ever made Jen flex. Anyway. Where was I? Yeah, you won your Gritsky match. You won the first Gritsky championship of the world.
Mhm.
And in the aftermath of that, you manhandled Mance Ardain, your benefactor, who bankrolled the entire tournament because he bet against you and was scummy and got your actual teammates arrested.
Mhm.
And that's pretty much exactly where we left off, except with the addendum that Kelly had just discovered Ryan Beckinsale's personal effects mixed in with hers.
Oh yeah.
A bunch of books and a notebook that had some scribblings in it, some writings that implied a connection between the four of you, well, the five of you, including Ryan, and
Mhm.
the ancient Fey beings who originally ruled this world and then were banished, like thousands of years ago. So that's weird.
A little weird.
And that's where we're gonna pick up in the aftermath of the chaos of the raging mammoths winning the Gritsky Cup. I'm sorry, it was called the Ardain Cup. I guess you could decide to rename it if you want, since he sucks.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's where you find yourself in the stadium. And what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna move across the city. Our perspective is going to shift across the city.
Okay.
And you all are
Let's
still in the
see it.
stadium, but what you, the audience, and myself see is a tower that's standing just about in the exact middle of the city of Calderon, which is an enormous city sweeping across the coast of Anun, the western coast of Anun. The city itself is quiet for the most part, as quiet as the city gets moving on towards evening. And Lamplighter Tower is no exception to that. Right just outside of the gates, there are a couple of lamplighters sort of idly standing, chatting with one another, not expecting any sort of real excitement this evening. And as they make conversation with one another, they start to hear something. They start to hear sort of a commotion, loud voices, raised voices, stomping feet. And up from the main street that leads down to Calderon Coliseum, they spot a huge crowd of people carrying torches, shaking pitchforks. Who knows where they got them? This is a city. Not a lot of farming happening here, but they, broke into the pitchfork store and just, raided the whole place. The guards, the lamplighters, look at each other, panicked, and scrabble to get back in to the tower. One of them fumbles with the key at his belt, drops the keys before he can really get them into the lock. The other one says, come on, can we hurry? And the other one's like, don't rush me. I get anxious, And finally, just as this mob is starting to descend on them, they manage to get in through the door, slam it behind them. And as the mob is ready to descend on Lamplighter Tower, At the very top of it, a roaring flame bursts into light, casting white luminescence in a like 5 block radius as a thin, glowing barrier appears surrounding the tower itself.
Uh-uh.
Undeterred, the mob steps right up to the tower and immediately starts like banging their fists against this impenetrable or this see-through wall. Hitting it with the pitchforks, trying with the torches. It seems to be holding, at least for the moment. But back in the Colosseum, as the mob continues to sort of just bang against the sides of Lamplighter Tower, back in the Colosseum, there was enough of a crowd here that there's still people leaving. There's still people in the mob leaving the stadium, several blocks away, where you all are still standing. Where Max Miller is currently holding Mansard Dane in a bear hug as he struggles and tries to breathe. Raph, do you want to describe Max?
Sure. For those of you who don't know, Max is a towering, I think I said 6'8". I don't actually super remember, so we're just gonna go with that. He is a wall of a human man, long black hair, big, he has like the biggest beefy upper body. He's got scratches and scars, and is wearing a like blue kind of top that has like cuts in it that have been like very nicely sewn together. And these big spiky shoulder pads. He's got a little bit of a 5 o'clock shadow, and it's like a frozen face of just like frustration and anger, as he just like grips this horrible squirming man in front of him, and is just like looking at his buddy Wayne for like what to do next.
And Wayne, Corey, would you like to describe Wayne?
Yeah, sure. Wayne, he looks like, he's in at the playoffs, or he's, went through the playoffs. Hasn't shaved in a while, long hair, kind of slicked back. We just got out of the game, so it's probably like, a little sweaty. And he's still in his jersey and everything. We may have to change that, since I don't know if we still want ties to Mance, but I mean, the Raging Mammoths is a pretty cool name for a team, and it's a pretty nice looking jersey. I don't know, I might just keep it. 6'1", his weapon is a cool hockey stick like thing, more like a Gretzky stick. The way it works is it's like pointed on one end, and then it's like a glaive on the front, but it's hard instead of being spiky, or no, flashy. That's Wayne. He looks like the guy in the corner.
That is true. We do
Exactly.
have,
Also inventor of Gretzky and greatest Gretzky player of all time.
both of those things simultaneously true.
Captain
Mandatory.
Hovacek.
Yes.
Captain
If
Wade
you please.
Kovacek.
And just a little ways off from this situation with Max suspending Mance off the ground and Wayne standing by, we have two people who did not want to be involved in that particular interaction whatsoever. We have Kelly, who just discovered the notebook that Ryan left behind. And Julia, do you want to describe Kelly?
Sure. Kelly is about she's like about an average height, a lean muscular build. She's got the strawberry blonde hair that she keeps pulled back into like a bun. She's like in the process of trying to like get the hand-me-down borrowed jersey and uniform off, because at this point things have escalated so fast that she doesn't feel comfortable like in the extra layers. And she is, she's got this black kind of makeup smeared over her face. It's kind of all probably sweated off by now, probably from the game. But that's Kelly. And she's holding her bag and looking at the stuff, and she's like, fuck.
And standing by Kelly, we have Hunter. Just Hunter. Would you like to describe Hunter, JD?
Yep, Hunter is also of kind of average height, maybe a little above average at about 5'7", 5'8". They are, lanky but muscular. And probably at this moment, their hair is a bit of a disaster as well, due to the helmet. I'm guessing we have helmets in Gretzky. And they haven't thrown off the uniform. They've just covered it with their cloak and are back to being hooded and mostly covered up so that people cannot see the bark-like substance on their skin. So that is where they are at right now, and they are just kind of looking back and forth between Kelly and the discovery that Kelly has just made and what is going on with Wayne and Max and Mance over on the other side.
And yeah, that is our cast of characters. So Mance is still sort of just struggling against your arms. He is not a small man. He's probably only about 6 inches shorter than Max, which is plenty to dangle him off of his. Yeah, you're right. Small. Sorry. But he has led a very comfortable lifestyle, and it shows. And he is sort of still struggling against you, still sort of kicking his feet helplessly, and still saying, let go of me. Do you know who I am? Do you know what I could do to you?
Yeah, we know. We're pretty sure. I don't know. We can't kill you or anything. We'll give you one of these, and then I just punch him straight in the gut.
Nice.
Give you one of those. Think about your actions next time. Quit being such a dick. I guess we're gonna have to let him go. What else are we gonna do with him? This guy's a dick, but I don't want to kill him. Maybe if the mob gets to him, maybe they kill him. Who's to say? Maybe when we're on the way to the, to the police station, we said a little word for the mob, send them back this way. Who knows? But I won't be the one killing him.
Kelly, at this point, Kelly has kind of tuned back into what's happening, and she's like, okay, can I derail everything you just said for some more pressing matters?
Yeah, go ahead.
And she holds up the notebook, and she's like, somebody put all of Ryan's stuff in my stuff.
Good read.
Not a great read, not great news. That cop definitely was full of shit when he said that he didn't have any reason to put us all together. He definitely read this.
Alec?
Yes, the cop. Can you just put that stupid fat man down and let us go? Please?
Mance is starting to get his breath back. He definitely knocked the wind out of him when you just socked him in the stomach. And he is coughing and gasping for breath. It's very annoying and hard to talk to him.
Yeah.
Yes, the turnaround chair guy.
God damn it. Yeah, I throw Mance to the side and just kind of I look over at him and just say, we don't have time for you today. Take your leave.
He is going to crawl away. Absolutely.
You can't even float anymore, Baron Harkonnen looking motherfucker.
Yeah. No, he's absolutely gonna just get away from you as fast as he can. Some of that means moving on his hands and knees. And Kelly, what's your passive perception?
My passive is, that's not what I want to look at. 15.
Before he starts before he starts crawling away, you think that you're pretty sure that he like looks back at you now that you are not wearing a helmet or like a jersey or anything or a mask. You don't really know anything other than that, just that he looks back. But then he scrabbles away.
Can I actually, at the mention of Alec, can I do like a quick perception check as well? Like look around because he was in the stadium.
He started
right?
the
Like,
chant.
yeah, he
Yeah.
started the chant.
start
Exactly.
the
Yeah,
chant.
he was there watching us. So, I'm sure. I just kind of want to see if like he's still here, or I'm sure he's already left, but if there's any chance.
You look around for him. This is active perception, so why don't you roll it for me?
Okay. My perception is not very good.
That's
It's just a straight D20. So that's gonna be a 2.
okay. With a 2,
I don't want to find him.
Yeah, because you don't. So that's
I'm
good.
scared.
Yeah, you look around for him, but you do not spot him.
Okay.
Unfortunately, but yeah, you do have the book and all of Ryan's books really, and Mansardane is now gone. So really at this point, it's kind of just the four of you standing in this Coliseum for the time being.
Kelly's just putting all the stuff back in her bag and kind of like tightening it up and putting it on.
So we're gonna have to look at those books, but right now we kind of gotta make a plan, right? So are we just following the writers? Do we want to use that as kind of a distraction and try and get in another way? What do we want to do here? We know that we gotta get these people out. How do you want to do that?
Well, question after that, after we get them out, where are we going? Because you guys
question.
burned a lot of bridges in this city.
Yeah,
You can't stay here.
that's true. I mean, like the back roads and stuff to get out, right? Isn't there like probably like a secret tunnel or something? Always a secret tunnel.
I mean, there are some tunnels. They're not like secret, really. They're there, but they're not secret. But like we could use them.
Do you have like a safe house or anything like that we could use?
There is. So there's a tailor shop in the city, but I don't think it's going to be big enough for the four of us and your family members once we break them out.
I think that's the
At least
important
not
thing
more
right
than
now.
24 hours.
I don't think we can have this conversation when we've just sent 1,000, 100,000 people, 1 million people.
Well, you know what?
Honestly,
maybe we could have had this conversation before if somebody had shared their plans instead of being impulsive. And I'm gonna look.
Was there a plan? I never really go under the assumption there's a plan.
You didn't
Except
have
for
a
right
plan.
now.
You just
Oh no. Oh
you did
no,
all of
absolutely
that.
not.
You just did.
My emotions were charged. The crowd's emotions were charged. I kind of just thought, you ride the wave there a little bit. You've never been a part of a hockey riot?
No.
Just kind of happens,
I mean, I don't think that Wayne did the wrong thing. I mean, in fact, Wayne, I'm realizing I think I misjudged you as a person because I probably should have known the type of person you were when I realized who you had on your team, but I didn't really realize until that moment when you chose to use your voice and power to speak up against the injustice you were seeing that you're actually someone I respect.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You go through the normal channels, you request something, and then you get denied for no reason. Well, you gotta find some way to get something done.
I'm not saying your heart was not in the right place. I'm just saying now we got to figure out how to break people out of a prison on the fly.
That's true.
And I don't have the greatest track record of breaking people out of prisons.
Ooh. I'm sorry to hear that. That's some shocking news before what we're about to do. I don't know, how's about this? We plan the breakout, and then when the breakout is accomplished, we plan the escape. Just kind of just take it as it comes.
It would be really helpful if we knew what the layout was. How much do you all remember just from when we were in the tower?
I don't think that matters.
I mean,
Alec told us that they're being held in the roots. Can we have this conversation while we walk?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that
sure.
that makes sense. And Raph's obviously not back yet, but we'll just say that Max follows along.
Yes.
Um,
We just can't see you.
oh,
Oh.
interesting. I can't hear you either.
That's scary because
Wait.
my camera is your camera.
Wait, you can't. Well, did you say you can hear Raph or you can't?
No, I cannot hear Raph, but I'm also listening through OBS. So if the rest of you can hear Raph, that just means that they're not connecting through.
Well, Max trots
Oh, wait.
along.
Okay, I think they just got back. Or maybe they're still. I don't know. I can see them in the control room, but I cannot see their video or hear their audio. Okay, I'm just basing my information now off of their captions.
That's what you got to do.
But either way, Max is following along with you,
Yes.
and you are heading to Lamplighter Tower.
And
As far as your time in Lamplighter Tower, yeah, Luminary Alec did mention the roots.
yeah,
Um,
we didn't get to see. We just know
No.
from what Max told us after is underground, and it's where they keep their like quote unquote
Super
criminally
Max.
insane, really dangerous people.
baby.
Hey,
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
I don't know, but you're just throwing free flexes out here.
Yeah, right?
Goodness.
That was like a technical, issue flex. There you go.
that was
Right,
a victory
right.
over the
Yeah.
cyber police.
Video Ninja just said goodbye.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You made it. You made
let's
it back
go
in.
riot.
Yeah, how quickly you made it back for the riot. That's the important part.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's all that
That is-
matters.
That is the important part. Yeah, so you didn't see the inside of it, and probably Max has not seen the inside of it either. He has just heard about it from his time,
Mhm.
like, adjacent to law enforcement.
Yeah.
So, you're not really sure what to expect, but the main question now, because as soon as you step out of the Coliseum, you see, like, the mob. And you can tell that it goes far enough that they're probably at the tower currently. In fact, you can absolutely see where you are, the white flame burning at the top of the tower, casting the light, and you can probably see the top of the, like, glowing shield that it has created around the tower itself.
So that's a problem.
Oh, no.
Mm.
That's bad.
I
Mm.
mean, it's a problem. It just has to be solved.
Every
Yeah,
shield
absolutely.
can be broken.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
We just have to apply enough force.
I mean that, or we can try to go under.
Or
Try to
we
go
can try
under.
to go under.
That's a good idea.
I mean, if we have to
Probably
go
not.
underground anyways.
Have you heard about any, ins and outs of the routes? People sneak in and out?
We don't really deal too much with the roots. Honestly, my organization is not really geared towards that type of criminal activity. We if we get caught, we don't go there.
Gotcha. What about, like, mole people? Do you know any mole people or people that, like, live down there?
No, not personally.
Trying all our options here.
You're
I
like you're like bat people, robot people, tree
There's gotta be some
people.
mole people.
No mole people.
No one
I
lives
can,
underground. I mean, come on.
I can
Normal
definitely
people.
get us to some of the tunnels that go underground, close to the tower. It's just a matter of
Hmm.
finding ones that connect to the tower, or finding ones that have a weak enough place where we could break into the tower. But I don't personally know anything about getting in. We're much more of
Hmm.
the wait till they are transporting people and then break them out type of
Mm,
operation than going directly into where they are.
mm.
Well,
I
I guess if you ask really nicely, I could see what I could do. And you uh, realized that as you were leaving the Colosseum, you walked right past somebody leaning against the outer wall, dressed in the long brown coat. Goodness gracious, Raph! Dressed in the long brown coat of a lamplighter, uh, with um, with a an extra symbol emblazoned on the side. I believe for regular lamplighters, it is a flame. It is like just a white flame, and then for luminaries, which is the position that Alec McMorrow holds, it is a white flame contained within a lantern.
Kelly will at this she will flick out one of the daggers and turn to him and say, "Uh, how nice do we have to act?"
He smiles and puts his hand up at you, um, and says, "Well, I guess not that nice. Yes, that'll probably do." Um, so I'm assuming you're trying to get to the roots.
It's a safe
ah,
assumption.
Yeah, you would assume,
and we
right?
could use a guide.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Your connection looks good on my end.
Yeah, Video Ninja just does not like me today, I guess.
Not happy. You're in Chrome, right?
Anyway. Yeah.
Video
Okay.
Ninja works for Mansardane, and it is targeting you personally.
No, it's
Man said, I will hurt you through the game.
because we've definitely had plenty of Video Ninja issues, but not for like one person. I feel like it's on like all
Yeah.
of us.
I just have to literally reopen the
Okay.
link, delete the old link, jump back in, do it all over. So,
That's super weird, but
you
I guess as
know,
long as it works.
I'll just be potentially in and out. But
You know, maybe that's the last time it'll happen. Who knows?
who knows?
Who knows? We can hope. But so Alec says, listen, I'm happy to help you. I think what was done to your friends is wrong. And I think it's indicative of a larger issue within the Lamplighters. That being said, if I do help you get in there, I'm going to need your assurance that you're not going to kill anyone.
Yeah, all right.
but we can beat him up, right?
I don't really know what else you'd do. I mean, they're going to try to beat you up, so I don't think you're going to have much of a choice in that regard.
They can try.
I don't imagine that's going to go great for them. Look, like I said, I can get you in there. Most folk are going to be distracted with well, and he like looks over at the giant crowd of screaming people waving torches. But they aren't going to leave the roots unguarded. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not assigned to that detail. But if half the stories I hear coming out of there are true, well, let's just say there's worse things than lamplighters down there.
Do you have any idea what part of the roots they would have put them in? They're the newest acquisitions. Any idea?
Yeah, I'm gonna take you past the labyrinth. Normally there's quite a bit of confusion that you'd have to get through to make it to the prison itself, but yeah, I'll get you past that, and then from there on, I mean, you're on your own, but I don't imagine that'll be an issue for you.
And what about getting out? If it's as hard to get in, will we have to go through the same sort of thing on the way out as well?
You can get back up into the tower through the section that you'll be in, through the prison itself. But I don't imagine it'll be easy.
And you? Will you be all right?
Yeah, I suppose. You know, worst they can do is take my job.
Are you sure that's the worst they can do?
I think so. Yeah. And you can roll an insight check on that if you want to.
Can I also roll an insight check since I
Yeah,
know him?
absolutely.
Roll it on your boy.
Roll it on ya, boy. Oh, my insight's a garbage. Oh god, here we go.
What
I
even is
mean-
my
I don't
insight?
even know what is my insight.
Yeah,
My insight's +0, so let's just pray. A 7.
Your insight is +0?
Yeah,
That's
I'm not
negative
very
1.
insightful. Yours is -1. Good.
What is? Oh, my
Why
insight.
aren't-
Okay, so that's a 14.
Okay.
Why are not the dice showing up? Oh, there they are. Okay, cool.
Oh, they're just a little late. Oh, that's an
Two.
old
Yeah.
dice roll.
That's from a while ago.
That's from ages
no.
ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hello?
oh no.
It's okay. Sorry, I just did a thing.
Oh.
But it's
Oh.
fine. It's fine. Okay. So, yes, you roll. Nobody got a good number,
I
right?
have
Not
not
a
rolled yet.
14 is not good?
I have not.
14's
rolled yet.
good.
Okay.
14's good,
Okay.
actually. Yes, you can go ahead and roll if you'd like to, Kelly.
There we go.
It's a
That is also a
20.
good roll.
Oh
That's a
wow.
very good roll.
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Max just shrugs. He's like, oh.
Yeah. Max, you believe him.
Job's a
Or
job.
at least,
You can
or
change
at
jobs
least you
all the
believe.
time.
Yeah, exactly. You believe he's not worried about it. Hunter and Kelly for sure, obviously. You are pretty sure that he is downplaying it. He's a little sweatier than he should be for how nonplussed he seems.
You know, if you let me stab you in the shoulder, you can always say that we made you do it.
Well, that's a thought. Let's keep our options open. But you'll follow me this way. I'll get you there. And he does lead you away from the Coliseum, not towards Lamplighter Tower, but off to a side street, which is dead. People are staying in because of the commotion. You don't know if they know exactly what the source of the commotion is, but the streets are largely deserted. You can occasionally here and there see a few people like peeking out of windows, looking past curtains, but especially in like this part of Calderon, it's not really like where people live. It's a lot of shops. It's a lot of merchant stalls. There are a few like official buildings, like the library that you all were past, Merchant's Alley that you all came down to get to Calderon Coliseum, etc., etc. So you don't see any real like signs of life as you were making your way through the streets, and it's honestly a weird juxtaposition with walking through the streets during crossing day when you first arrived. The city seemed very vibrant, very lively, very full of people then, and now it just seems dead. Alec puts his finger to his lips to indicate that you should be quiet, and then ducks down another alley, which culminates at the end with a brick wall or not brick, but a stone wall
Mm.
on three sides. So it ends in a stone wall, and then there's stone walls to your left and your right, the sides of the buildings that he led you down. And he touches one hand to the insignia on his jacket, and touches the other hand to the left wall. And his hand, there's resistance for a second, and then his hand passes right through it. And he steps through and motions for you to follow.
Most definitely.
Yeah, following.
Through the horrible stone wall in the alley we go.
You step in through the horrible stone wall in the alley into pitch black darkness. And you hear Alec say something quietly to himself. And his that same insignia starts to give off light, like a torch, lighting the way for you all. You can see that you're standing at the top of a staircase, a very narrow staircase that goes down, sort of in a spiral. And he starts down. And as you were going down these stairs, he says, I don't suppose, while we've got this time, you're inclined to tell me the truth.
Well, it's hard to explain. We did know Ryan Beckinsale. I know we sold it pretty hard that we did not know him. But believe it or not, we did know him. And
I'm
we
shocked.
do kind of know each other. There are things that we don't want to tell you, not because they are nefarious or evil, but they are a little strange. And maybe in time you'll hear them.
A lot of what we said, was true. We haven't seen Ryan in 10 years.
We haven't seen most of each other in 10 years, or at least I have.
We don't know what compelled us to go to that square right as he decided to get himself stabbed to death by some horrific shadow creature. Honestly, at this point, we know exactly as much as you do. So you probably actually know more about it than we do, because you probably read all these journals that have made their way into my stuff.
He stops walking for a second and then looks back at you with a confused expression on his face and says, journals. What journals?
Wait, that
Ryan's the dead man's journals? The ones that I assume you guys took away when you took his body away?
Yeah, I mean, they would have done that, but they would have put it in with, evidence and personal effects.
Well, would they have put them with mine by mistake when they arrested us? Because that's where they were.
I suppose, certainly. I imagine it was a bit messy in there. You can roll insight again if you want.
I was gonna say, I don't know if I believe this man.
Yeah, go for it.
Or we have
did
more than
not-
one friend.
We did not know Ryan. We don't know each other.
We take it back immediately.
I turned to Wayne. Should I knock him out?
I'm just saying, keep your fists at the ready, bud. Anything could happen down here.
That's
My
only
fist is clenched.
That's only a 12.
Okay. With a 12, I mean, he says, like, he puts his hands up again and he says, I'm not lying to you. I mean, you don't have to threaten me. I promise. What do I have to gain at this point? And I mean, you believe him, Kelly.
Yeah,
He seems like he's telling the truth this time.
fair enough.
We weren't
I
lying
didn't-
about trying to protect the people, though. We
Yeah.
jumped into action because we knew Ryan. But at the end of the day, we didn't want that monster to hurt anyone else.
Again, I believe you. I don't think
Okay,
you
because
would've-
before it seemed like you were really trying to dig something out of us, like an accusation or something, and I don't really like that.
I mean, I suppose I'm not really in a position to defend myself, but I told you from the beginning that I believed you. I wasn't trying to coax a confession or a nefarious plot out of you. I was just trying to get to the bottom of what really happened, and you were
You know
lying to
what?
me.
It's the way, it's your calmness. It just kind of like it gives off like some weird cop energy that I
Is it weird cop energy or is it weird like guidance counselor energy that is like attacking
it's
you, Max?
yeah, it's a little bit of both.
Both. Definitely both.
You reliving some past aggression. Kelly just completely derails.
Like you're trying to tell me what to do and I don't like that. Okay.
I'm not sure what either of those things are.
Forget
Guidance
it.
counselor?
Okay.
Both of those things go back into the whole "we're not going to tell you" thing that Wayne said.
Not yet. Maybe
Not yet.
one day. Maybe you'll help us
Okay.
break down the books. Or maybe not. Maybe you will never learn anything about it. Who's to say at this point?
You might die today.
Max,
Probably not. Hopefully not. We'll do our
I'm
best.
not lying, am
let's
I?
not put that energy out there.
Any of us might die today. Who knows?
Let's not put that energy out there either.
You're right. We're all going to survive. And you know what? Let's put this energy out there. Ryan's alive. Ryan's safe.
Max, don't be a dick.
Yeah, he is dead. I mean, I saw the body.
I mean, that doesn't mean anything, but
That's true. That's actually a really good point.
there's a whole city I should show you that proves that doesn't mean anything.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Table talk, real quick. Do we know anything about like, because the people that live in the barrow are like undead, right? Or they're like, there's like an undead presence there.
Kelly actually knows a lot about this. And
Okay,
Yeah.
would they like take someone like Ryan that they can tell is very powerful or like more powerful than an average person and take them to there and like reanimate them for
They-
any reason?
So, from what I understand, they
The
don't
fun.
come. They
That's
don't come out. The only way that would happen, really, is somebody out here would have to basically sell Ryan to them.
So
Or, like,
not an
take him there.
impossibility.
Not
So
an
not
impossibility,
impossible.
Could
but
be.
not them coming out to get Ryan of their own volition.
Okay.
Though if they heard about him, they might be very interested. Although we
He,
also don't know that Ryan was very powerful. All he did was come out of a library. He could have
That's
just
true.
turned
That's
into a
fair.
nerd.
That's
on, that's
fair. That's
I mean,
totally
he did
fair.
very good if
Okay.
he didn't. You know.
No, he was probably someone very important. Yes.
That's Max's best friend you're talking about there.
I know
Yeah.
that's Max's best friend. I've got some beautiful renditions of Max that Ryan drew that I'm just waiting for the perfect moment to show.
That's
Max.
true.
Oh my
According
god.
to, According to some of the people who watched the first stream, there might have been the potential for them to be more than friends. But who's to say?
You'll never know
Potential.
now.
I feel like Ryan
never
carried
know
that
now.
energy with him for all 10 years based
Yep.
upon these absolutely lovingly rendered sketches.
That is true. That is true. But there's it's pretty evenly distributed. They're not all of Max.
Not all.
You know,
just
some of
just the
them.
majority.
just the shirtless ones.
Um, when you have this conversation, so to break with the table talk,
Mhm.
when you, I know you didn't have that conversation in character, but when you mention
Yeah.
the city that people should visit, Kelly, he stops again and turns to face you and says, "You're talking about Barrow."
Yes, I certainly am. Keep walking. We've got places to be, dude. Come on.
Sure. He starts walking again, but he keeps like sort of looking back at you as he's going, and he says, "That's not it's not a common topic of discussion around here, believe it or not."
You're carrying a caster. Where do you think those come from?
Yeah, that's the point. Yeah, I'm carrying a caster and I'm wearing a magic coat. both of which were provided to the Lamplighters by Barrow, free of charge. For the fine work that we do.
Free of charge.
And there are some
Right,
folks.
sure.
There are some folks who question why that might be, and what the depth of their involvement in the Lamplighters and Calderon business is.
It's marketing, dude. You're walking around wearing their stuff for free.
I mean, that's a lot
Sure.
of energy put into supporting the Lamplighters.
I'm
It's a
asking
little
what you know
suspicious.
about it.
What I know about Barrow supporting the Lamplighters specifically?
No, Barrow, because you talk about it like you've been there, and that's not possible. Because they closed their gates long before either one of us was born, and nobody's left since.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's what they say, yes.
Look, I'm not your enemy.
You're not
I'm
my
trying
friend.
to- What do I have to do to do that? Let you stab me in the shoulder?
You know what? Maybe. I've stabbed a lot of my friends. Maybe that's what it's going to take. You know what? This isn't really an appropriate conversation to be having right now.
I was going to say it would help if you didn't ask such invasive questions.
We don't have a lot of time together, and you clearly know a lot about a lot.
Red flag, red flag.
You know what? Yeah, fine. I've been there. And you're not ever going to be able to prove if I'm lying or if I'm telling the truth. But I've been there. And it sucks just as bad as you think it does. Now let's fucking walk.
Yeah, he seems a little shook, but is content to drop it for at least the time being. He kind of shakes his head and faces back forward and keeps walking. Maybe walks a little bit faster.
Yeah, you better run.
Maybe with like just a hint of frustration.
Mm.
But yeah, he leads you through these tunnels. You reach the bottom of the staircase pretty quickly, and then it is just a very wet, dripping passageway that he starts leading you down. There are no torches on the wall. There's no other light source other than what's being given off by his badge.
Mm.
And yeah, if any of you want to talk to each other, you're more than welcome to. But otherwise, it's going to be just just traveling in silence through these very gross tunnels.
I am going to put my goggles on because just in case something happens to that light,
Goggles.
I'm going to put my goggles on. My mole person goggles, Wayne.
Did you get that from a mole person? I knew there are mole people down here. I don't know why you say there aren't, and then maybe you say there are. I'm getting a lot of mixed signals
They
here.
don't
Somebody's
like to
gotta
be called-
dig
they
these
don't like to be
tunnels.
called mole people.
Somebody's got to dig
Wayne.
these tunnels. That's a good point.
They don't like that term.
Mole people? What do you want me to call them?
People.
Meeple?
Just people.
Oh,
And full stop.
Meeple?
mole people.
Meeple. Yeah. I mean, I guess yeah.
I actually Max kind of walks a little closer to Alec and says, what is it that made you want to join the Lamplighters? You said you'd worked with the Azure Knights. You've heard of the Raven Watch. And yet, it doesn't seem as if you are loyal to this organization. If you question their justice and their means, why is it that you joined them to begin with? And why is
Well-
it that you stay?
At first, it was different. At first, they were justice minded, they were fair, as fair as they could be. No one was perfect. And of course, there were, you know, fair share of lamplighters who did terrible things, but they answered for them. They were held accountable. Azure Knights, by that point, I was already a lamplighter. And something about it, something about them just didn't sit right with me. I've always trusted my gut, and it's served me well this far, but I just couldn't shake something about them.
The Knights.
Not you. Well,
Mm.
yeah. And I know they were your brothers in arms, and I don't mean to say anything unkind about them, but
It's okay.
some
They
of them,
suck.
yeah, it left a bad taste in my mouth. And what I said about you was true. I do remember when you were assisting us, and I remember you refused to sleep, eat, any of that until the murderer was brought to justice. When word reached me of Raven Watch, I thought about it. I almost did. I almost left. But they had just offered to make me a luminary. And I suppose by that point I was starting to question what justice really was. I suppose I thought that, maybe I could change it
Hmm.
from the inside.
I don't blame you for the failures of Ravenwatch. And justice can always be upheld. Whether it's through the inside or with a group of people that can change things forever, There can always be a new Ravenwatch.
Maybe there will be someday.
Just an idea.
Something to think about, to be sure. Things have
Anyway, why is this place
changed.
so wet? Anyway. Gross.
Well, we're under a river at the moment.
Oh. That is actually good to know.
I'd like to speak to Hunter and Kelly while this is happening. Hey guys,
Absolutely.
hey guys, I know this whole thing, Gritsky, I have the idea you probably don't care at all about it. Could care less, I imagine. I want to thank you for playing with us. It wasn't how I wanted that game to go. I wanted to share it with my teammates, my family, my friends, and Mance kind of stole that from me. But I want to thank you both for at least letting me finish the series out and winning the cup. And that's something that we did together.
You're welcome, and I'd like to thank you for having my brother be a part of it. I know a lot of other people wouldn't have done that. I don't love that he ran off without telling me that was his plan, but I do really appreciate that you were the person he found. And I meant what I said earlier. What you did isn't something a lot of people would have done. And I thank you for that too. You're the reason we're getting them out.
Yeah. Kelly will kind of just like nod along to this, and then she'll be like, "Yeah, it's what's a favor between classmates who haven't seen each other in 10 years? It's not like I came to the city to do anything else today."
It's what do they say? Blood is thicker than water, and then classmates you haven't seen from high school in 10 years are thicker than blood. And then classmates you haven't seen in 20 years are even thicker than that, and it gets kind of thicker the longer you go without seeing someone. But I think we're pretty far up there.
Yeah, you
We're
run into
pretty
you run into your best friend from elementary school, and it's immediately just like, well, now I have to marry you.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Those are the rules. We don't make them.
It's the law.
Those the rules. The law.
The law.
I don't follow laws.
And shortly after that point, while mid conversation with Max, Alec holds up a hand and says, "We're getting close now, and you're gonna want to be quiet from here on out." He stops and he turns to face you, Kelly, and he like holds his hands up and like gestures and says, "All right, let's do this."
She does look a little bit surprised that he's actually gonna let her do it. And then she will take the dagger and she'll like gesture. She's like, "Which one's your dominant side?"
Yeah, maybe do the left. I've been stabbed in the right one before. I never quite got better.
Can do. Do you want me to stab you in the front or from behind? What's preferable?
Max kind of like steps in front and says, "There's no need for this. Alec has done enough for us."
No, this isn't for me. This is not a personal thing for me, Max. This is so he doesn't get accused of helping us and get his head chopped off.
Yeah, to protect him.
Do you want to stab him?
I'm all for violence, but can we just like tie him up? Give him
But
a
what-
black eye? I feel like a wound can fester. It's pretty nasty down here.
You want to
Well,
just
I mean, I'm gonna get treated.
if we tie him up?
Do you
there's
I
no-
mean, if you want to get stabbed, Alec, that's on you, but
I'm not crazy about the idea, but I feel like it's gonna be worse the more we talk about it.
I
Max,
just stab
I know
him.
he's your best friend, Max.
Like
But
as soon as
that's
soon
not
as
what I said.
as soon
You
as
know
I
what? Stab him.
as soon as Wayne speaks up to distract Max, Kelly just goes.
Yeah, he like grits his teeth. Really, like he like he tries to scream, but like stops himself, so that he doesn't give away your location, and just kind of like
What a
like
good boy.
nods
I
at
was
you.
just thinking that.
I think he like puts he's got this like heavy canvas like duster almost on, and he kind of just like puts his arm across his face and like bites down on it as hard as he can. He like makes eye contact with you, Kelly, and just like nods, is still like grimacing in pain, and points like forward down the hallway, and just kind of like leans back against the wall to like sort of gather himself, and then I think like Max, did the Azure Knights have like a salute or something like that they would do to each other?
Absolutely. In the earlier days when we were more of like an official, like we took ourselves very seriously before the
Mhm.
collapse, before the current Azure Knights. It was uh, you know, it was kind of like hand over heart, hand on your fist or on your hip, sorry. Like
Okay.
grabbing your sword, protecting the people.
Okay, cool.
Fight
He
for what's in your heart, you know what I mean? And the people are what's in
Yeah.
your heart.
Oh.
You fight for your friends.
he does
Yeah.
that. He does that salute to you, but doesn't say anything, and then just kind of like starts stumbling back down the hallway, kind of using the wall to like stabilize himself, which is going to leave you in total darkness.
Mm.
Oh
But-
no.
I got.
I know,
God.
come back.
But yeah, I mean, I know Kelly, you can see, right?
I can see.
Yeah. The rest of you will, I guess, just have to rely on Kelly,
I mean,
unless
know,
you also have some means of creating light or seeing in the dark.
So
one hand on the wall, right?
Yeah,
well, I
works.
will.
Gonna walk and hold on.
Kelly will ask if you guys need light because she can provide it, and then I could try to go a little ways ahead to make sure that like before the edge of the light gets there, we're not going to run into people.
I mean, he'd probably let us know, right? Isn't he going ahead of us?
No, he's turning
No,
around.
he's going
He's
back.
leaving.
Oh,
Yeah.
Goops.
Yeah.
He
you're
is-
right. You're right.
He's going.
I think
Yeah,
one
I
hand on
mean-
the wall.
One hand on, I mean, I want to
wait,
know if
do you
people are
have
coming
to-
though.
Do you have to? Can you only use the light on yourself, or can you put it on one of us?
That's what I'm saying. I can touch an object.
Oh yeah, put it on us and then kind
Yeah.
of go ahead a little bit.
Yeah. Who wants
It's a
the
good
light?
idea.
Who wants the light and on what?
I want to go in the back because I cast a big shadow, so.
This is true.
Yeah, that's true. You know,
Okay.
Let's.
go.
Why not put it on Wayne's stick?
yeah.
Sure. Kelly will.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Kelly will reach out and just tap on the mammoth head that's engraved into it, and then the light
Nice.
from that point it like kind of like spreads until it itself is illuminated like a Gritsky glow stick.
Heck yeah.
Hell yeah! What color is it?
It comes from the part of it, so it's like a soft like lavender color.
Oh,
Nice.
Cute. Love that.
So like it's not like just pure white light; it's like a lavender.
Mm.
And then with that, she will kind of give a little mini salute, and I will go stealth off into the dark to try to sneak up on some shit.
Nice.
Okay. You do not travel very far before you do not travel very far before there is a bend, and turning the corner, you can see ahead of you an intersection, a three-way intersection. At the you are coming in off of the like right-hand tunnel. Well, the first thing to be aware of is that there is one door. There are three passageways that all sort of terminate in front of one door. They meet in a crossroads. The door, you can see with your light source, is heavy, made out of iron, it appears. There appears to be a very intricate and thick sort of lock set into one side of it. But coming down directly across from the door, there is a staircase, sort of similar to the one that you descended on before you started walking down the passageway. The passageway that you are coming out of now is, if you're facing the door, the right-hand passageway. And then there is a left-hand passageway leading off opposite from where you are. So it's a three-way intersection. The stairs come straight down to the door, and then there are two passageways from either side meeting in front of the door.
So I think it's safe to
So what would you
assume
like to do?
those stairs probably lead back up to the tower itself because we don't want to go up at any point until we've gotten people.
Yeah, that's true.
And so I can only assume that this door is what is the actual entrance to the roots themselves.
Yep.
Mm.
Feels about that, Roy.
All right.
I don't know how to open a door.
People open them for you, Wayne.
Even an unlocked one.
Even an unlocked one can be hard.
People open those up for
Is
you,
it
Wayne.
push? Is it pull?
Hard to say.
It's hard to say.
I always kind of wait just a beat and see if anyone's gonna go on before me, and then I know I'm like, okay, it's a pull.
You do the
Wayne,
gentlemanly
Wayne-
like, no, you first.
No, yeah, you first. They're like 10 to 15
Wayne had a
feet
very
away.
traumatic Wayne had a very traumatic experience at the Avalon, Ohio Mall years and years and years ago, where, you know, he thought the door to the mall was a push, and then tried to pull it because that didn't work, and then pulling it didn't work either. And he was just stuck there until like somebody walked out, and it turned out that it was, you know, sliding. It was electronic.
Oh,
And
it's so
everybody laughed at him.
embarrassing.
Everybody laughed at him.
Oh yeah. it
And
was a
ever since
bad
then, he's never tried another door.
It was a bad Sunday afternoon. Yeah, just kept happening over and over again.
Okay, well, in that case, one of us will deal with the door.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the real question is, do you want to see if it is locked? Do you want to just try to open it? What is it you would like to do? You can tell that it is clearly built
It's
to be
clearly
locked.
locked. I want to see first and foremost if there's any kind of like additional like not obvious traps or anything associated with this door that's gonna
Mm,
immediately like
okay.
fuck up our jazz if we try to open it.
Absolutely. You're gonna want to roll for that. I
Sure.
think is that investigate? Is that a thing?
Investigation is a skill.
Yeah.
It is a flat
Okay.
skill that I have.
Try that.
Let us pray, friends. Nope. Absolutely the frick fuck not. It's a 4. As far as I know, it is just a lock.
Oh boy, it has been years since I've been able to say this, but you don't find any traps.
Mm.
Wow, just one padlock? That's all they're gonna use to lock their
I mean,
absolute
that
worst criminals up?
that doesn't seem right.
I don't know. Seems like it might just be that easy. Maybe we're catching a break.
I mean, we did just have to unlock a secret door to like get even down here, so
Yeah, I guess at this point, by the time they get here, they figure all their other hoopla has kept people out. Alright.
Mhm.
Probably.
definitely.
Go for it.
Alright, I guess I'll try to pick this lock. What else?
Okay. You have
Nothing
thieves tools, and I
happens.
assume you are proficient with them.
I am. Is there anything else I roll, or is it just...
So, if I'm not mistaken, you are just gonna roll plus your dexterity and
Dex,
your
right?
lockpicking
And
proficiency.
proficiency.
Yeah, and
you're
proficiency.
proficient,
Yeah.
And if you took it as a rogue thing, you add your proficiency again.
So it'll be a +4.
Should be more than that.
Yeah, right?
No, my dex is +2. Proficiency is
And then your
+4.
proficiency is +3 right now, right?
No, it's only +2.
No way.
I'm multi-classed.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
Proficiency goes by level.
Yeah.
Yeah, it still
So it's-
stacks.
Yeah.
It's
So it's
based on
the-
your total character level.
Oh, so
It
even
should
though
still
I'm-
be 3.
Oh,
Plus-
so...
Plus 5.
Okay. Okay.
So it should be +5, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking of it in Pathfinder rules because that was mostly what I play.
No, 5e is a little more generous.
Super generous.
Oh,
No,
God. Oh,
Maybe
God.
not.
Well, no. Roll 20 is not generous. Roll
That's
20 and I
fair.
have
That's
a
true.
long-standing historical beef.
Yeah.
That's an 8.
That is true. Okay. You go to insert your lock picks, your thief tools into the lock of this doorway. It is a very like weirdly intricate system. Very like there are a lot of different gears and there are a lot of different exposed components to it. And when you first like kneel down to face it, you think that that's a security measure, like it's a very complicated lock. But as you put your thieves tools into it, you are sort of staring at it and you realize that it's weird because like the way the keyhole is placed, sort of sideways, almost looks like a mouth, and the way two of the gears are almost looks like eyes. And as you put your thieves tools into the keyhole, it widens and the gears like sort of narrow, and it inhales and starts yelling and says, "Hey, hey, somebody's trying to break in. Somebody's trying to break in.
I'm
Come
going
get
to
him. Come get him."
I'm immediately gonna turn to Max and just be like, just fucking smash it.
I punch it immediately. I just punch
Killian.
it.
Okay.
Killian immediately like, your hands off the wheels. Time for brute force.
Absolutely.
I
You
punched
punch the lock.
The face. Yeah, the lock.
Yeah. I figured. You punch the
Okay,
punch the
okay.
face. It is like still made of metal components. You can punch it several times if you want to. Like I'm not gonna make you roll for
Oh,
this because you can break it
okay.
if you just keep wailing on it.
Yeah,
But
absolutely. Brute
I would
force
like
it.
to as well. I want to take my dirty towel from after the game, and I want to shove it in this thing's mouth
Ew.
just to keep
Okay.
it from screaming while Max
Nice.
punches it in the head over and over again.
While they do that, I'm going to kind of turn my back to the door at this point and face these other two tunnels
Yeah, that's definitely what Hunter is doing as well.
to see because
Okay. All right.
somebody's coming. So while they handle that, I'm gonna do this.
Okay.
Hopefully everyone's
you
distracted.
Yeah.
That fucking riot.
After a few seconds, the your teamwork, the lock stops, like, but it sort of like winds down. It's still screaming, and then so, you know, as you hit it more and more and more of these like springs and gears and things like that are like falling out of it with every hit, and you know its mouth is stuffed up with the towel, so it's very muffled, but you know it's still sort of like somebody's trying to and then eventually it just stops.
Can I like rip it from the door?
You can try if you want to. Just roll strength.
Okay. I will. What is my strength? Just a straight strength? Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Hey.
Hey, wow, me roll 22, man. We're just not doing well. And so that's a 10.
Roll 20.
Okay. You roll a 10. You can't. You like you can't get your fingers under it because it's like flush. So you're like kind of like
My
scrabbling
nails
at
are
it and
too,
like scraping. Yeah.
Too short.
But you just can't get enough of a grip to like rip it out.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, and
It's
you
quiet
try
though,
for
right?
probably. Yeah, it's dead quiet. You try for probably
Okay.
longer than you should. Like the rest of you are just kind of standing there, like watching Max trying and failing to rip the lock out of this door.
So, it's the lock's broken. Try and turn the handle. Can I go in?
Okay. Yeah,
I don't know
you
how. Doors are not my forte. Is it a pull?
you
I
step
see
up.
Wayne reaching
You
for
step
it, and
up
I'm
to.
like, no, Wayne.
No, I think I can do this one.
You step up to the lock, to the door, and you take a deep breath. You steady yourself. You look at the door. You look at the sides of the door. You don't see any hinges. And you think like, Does that mean push or pull?
Or what if
Is that
it's like
push?
one of those that go into the wall? You know, like if you're going in the bathroom, you know?
Yeah. You hear the phantom echoes of children laughing at you in the Avalon Mall. Um,
1,000-yard
and
stare.
yeah, you smell, food court popcorn. Uh, yeah, that's fair. And you reach out your hand, lay it on the door, take another deep breath, and then you push, and it swings open.
Nice.
Good job, Wayne.
Thank you.
Good job, Wayne.
Team effort.
It swings open, and almost immediately from inside, you see 4 lamplighters in their coats with casters drawn, pointed at all of you. And as the door swings open, magical green energy erupts from the barrels of the casters
I jump in
at
front of Wayne.
all of you.
No way. Wayne's like opening the door.
So
Wayne's gonna get cold
These
cocked
are-
at the door.
So these are casters. It's a spell effect. So
Yeah,
there's
it's
no
magic
like
missile,
defending
right?
anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically magic missile. So y'all are gonna take some damage from this.
That's okay.
And give me a second to roll it.
I think this is the first time we're
It is.
taking damage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
it's-
ever.
it is.
Pretty sure that is true.
Wow.
Things just got real.
Okay. So Wayne, you were first. You were gonna take
Mhm.
6 points of I believe it's force damage.
Ow, frig.
Max, you were right by there. You were also gonna take 6. Kelly, you were gonna take 7.
Ow.
And Hunter, you
Nice.
were gonna take 3.
Okay. Doable.
It is doable. And as you stand there, we are gonna switch our view a little bit. And if y'all aren't already in the battle map, you're gonna want to be. Here we go.
I mean, do we want to be? Do I
Do
want
we
to
want to
here?
be?
Free real estate.
Oh yeah.
I love that. Oh,
Oh,
hello.
Hello?
hello.
Hello. Where did the map go? Oh,
Ooh.
it's loading, I think. Okay,
Oh
just
shit, oh
kidding.
shit.
It is loading.
Yep.
Oops.
Look at it load.
Hey, don't touch them.
Ooh,
mean to, I
I like these.
Put that man back where he came from. He's in jail. Okay, cool. So I'm trying something a little bit different because we have battle fog, so things might be a little bit weird from time to time. But things are a little bit different now because what actually ended up happening was Wayne was first. Max was
I was after him.
close behind.
hmm
That's not a 5-foot square. Kelly and
think
Hunter, that seems about right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's about where we would have been.
Yeah.
hmm
And then these lamplighters are going to be not in the break room because
we
you triggered the
interrupted
lock.
dinner.
Oopsie.
Did.
We did that.
You did do that.
Darn.
Boy, these are cramped quarters,
Good.
We love to see it.
right? So these off to your side here, off to your right collectively, those are that's like a jail cell. That's like a big holding cell.
Is it now?
Yeah.
No.
What did I say? Sorry, my captions are stuck on show me the phone number for girls. I don't know what I first of all, it's frozen, so I need to fix that. But second of all, I don't know what I would have said that it thought was that. So
Oh my god. That's good.
It's amazing.
show me the phone number for girls.
And now it gets stuck
But
there
that
again.
is our
There we go.
yeah. Fortunately, it did not. But that is our that is the current situation here, and
Okay.
you can all roll initiative.
Let's friggin' go.
Let's do it.
Let's...
That's a 13, damn.
It's a 5 for Kelly. Roll 20 and I are not
Let me
friends.
see. Okay,
that's a
No,
15.
it is being unkind. Okay, cool.
Bet
Give me
three.
Roll
one sec
20
here
remembers
to
Piper, and it's like,
update.
I'm gonna kill this bitch.
true. Okay. Hunter has a 15.
Yep.
Max, you had
13, if I'm not mistaken. Let me go back
Cool.
and double. Yes, 13.
all right. Kelly, yours is not good. I remember that much.
It's a
Oh
5.
no.
5.
5.
Okay. And Corey. I'm sorry, Wayne. 3.
Wayne go 3.
Oh boy.
3.
Okay, well it's
Got blasted
it's
in the
in order.
chest.
No,
Which
it's
is-
good. We got some
which
people
is
in the
kinda
front,
cool.
some people in the middle, some people in the back. You know, it's good. It's strategy.
So
It's
overjoyed
strategy.
Yes.
by the victory of opening the door. So taken aback. And then
The-
the immediate loss.
The trauma.
With the blast to the chest,
Yeah.
it radiates through his body, and he only hears the laughing get louder in his head.
The laughing is actually these criminals in this jail cell who are like, ooh, free entertainment.
hmm they're like they pretty immediately start like rooting for you.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Wayne does better
Like
with the crowd.
there's not really much they can do from where they are, but they are gonna like step up to the gate here and just kind of start cheering you on and like trash talking the lamplighters. You know, you don't know what they did to be here, but they seem like decent enough people.
What I've seen so
Let's do our
far,
thing here.
he probably just stole bread to
Okay,
feed
cool.
his starving family.
We finish this fight up and it's like, all right, what did you do? All right, you stay. What did you do? You can leave.
Yeah, I guess if you want to, you know, be the people who decide their fate,
Well,
Like,
we're gonna decide if they live or
like a-
die, really.
We
like a
promised.
cop.
We
All
made a
right.
deal.
So it's true. I pre-rolled a bunch of stuff for this, so we are just gonna go from the top of the round, which is gonna be Hunter.
Sick.
And I feel like this is a silly question, but just because I feel like I need to ask it, can I use my longbow in close quarters like that?
Well, you can use your longbow. You're not in melee, so it's gonna get hard if you are in melee with somebody. But right now, you know, there's still range. There's just not a ton of range.
Mhm.
I believe if you use it in like close combat, you just take disadvantage.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So as long as you're in the back, you're
Yeah.
gold.
Rangers, baby.
So
Stay in
yeah,
the back. You're good.
I'm going for my bow, and I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna go for the guy sort of in the middle, because I'm
Okay.
also gonna drop Hail of Thorns.
Yeah, why don't we do this? Why don't we color code them
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yes.
Love me some color coding.
for our situation? Which color would you like to?
I would
attack?
like to attack. We'll go with purple.
Purple it is. And you are just shooting your longbow?
Yep, and
All right,
activating
go
Hail of
ahead.
Thorns.
A classic.
Gotta do it.
Yeah,
Gotta do it.
go ahead and roll it. Oh shit.
All right, so that is going to be a 25.
Nice.
Get him.
Very nice. Yes, that is a 25. You can
Nice.
absolutely shoot them, and you absolutely hit that one.
Sweet. So starting with the
So roll your damage.
you have 1d8 plus 4. All right, so that'll be a 9 plus
Okay.
Hail of Thorns will
that's
give
right.
me.
Ouch.
Gotta do it.
Non-lethal Hail of Thorns.
Yeah, non-lethal.
It'll be fun,
So-
guys. It'll be fun.
Arrow right to the knee.
So I looked this up. I looked this up. When you take somebody out in 5th ed, you can decide whether or not it is like you're trying to kill them, or you're just trying to hurt them to the point of unconsciousness. The
Aw.
exception to that is the massive damage rule. So if you do enough damage to them that you take them to 0, and there is enough left over that it passes their hit point total,
hmm
you accidentally kill them.
Yeah, you can't fireball someone to sleep.
Right. So as long as you don't do like double their hit points, essentially, you can decide if they're unconscious or if they're dead. But if you accidentally do like take them to 0 and then do their hit point total again, they die.
Good to know.
Are
Mhm.
they strong-looking people?
I mean,
They
they're
are
like
normal looking people.
Are we talking 4 HP? Are we talking? I guess we'll find
Commoners?
out.
I guess we'll
Commoners,
find
yeah.
out. So you do 6 more on top of that?
Yep, so I do, I
God.
believe, 15 total to purple.
Okay.
And then green and yellow, I believe, will have to make dex saves.
Cool. Purple goes down.
Oh.
So
Non-lethal.
you
baby.
will have to check vitals afterwards.
Yikes.
They shouldn't have started blasting.
they came
Perception
out
That's
check
blasting.
true.
to
They did
hear.
start blasting. Well, one of them did it, definitely. I think they both did it because
Yep.
that is going to be a 13 and a 21.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. So they do not take the extra damage.
Nope.
Cool. But the one drops. Purple is down. And
Sorry, y'all.
I can't click on him in the overlay. I mean, you don't know that he's dead.
He's just not shooting anymore.
Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
goal.
He's just, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Um, So, sorry, just writing a little note to myself. Next up in the initiative order, it is one of them. The blue one is going to point the caster that he's still holding at, I guess, yeah, Hunter, because Hunter, you just took down his fellow. And so he is going to blast you again. The green energy bolt that fires forth from the caster this time. And just, in case you were not around last time when we introduced casters and lamplighters and things like that, the caster that they're all using is sort of a giant black revolver. And it's always struck the four of you as weird that they exist because they look so much like an earth gun. But they shoot magic
Oh.
instead of bullets. And that is what happened to you before, and that is what is happening here yet again. Hunter, you're going to take 4 more force damage.
All right.
Yeah. So that one went. Next up is Max.
Okay. Max is shaking himself a little bit.
Also, keep in mind, not to interrupt,
What?
but a couple of you
No,
got
please.
guidance earlier. if you want to use it.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Max and Wayne, you both have guidance from Percentile Vice, our friends.
Mhm.
Thank you,
Aw.
friend. Max is going to just like a bull kick the ground and just start running. And I think he is going to just like pull up his fist and just like boof, boof, and try to like blast these dudes. Probably yellow. And not in the face, but like in the like shoulders and gut area, just trying to like basically hit them so hard, just to like,
Yeah,
just
like
to mess them up,
like a body blow.
like a body blow. I'm basically
Okay,
trying
cool.
to, I'm trying to like punch them into falling backwards, into
Okay.
falling, like tripping over his potentially dead friend.
Is that a specific thing that you have
You
as a
pushing,
barbarian?
I
Or
push him.
It's not.
pushing him with punches?
I was just going to
Pushing P?
punch him,
okay.
but I could. There is a like a push attack,
Yeah, I remember that. That's
like
a
or
thing.
shove action. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a shove attack or shove action because that would actually change that game.
That is true.
Shove attack
yeah.
or
You
don't know
Google
if
shove attack, I'll Google shove action.
okay,
It's a shove action.
okay.
Here
Oh,
it
but
is.
it says using the attack action, you can make a special melee
Yeah.
attack to shove a creature. Okay, so because it's just so that it if I can shove, that would be ideal, and then I can use my extra attack as well.
Yeah. That makes sense, and you can go for it if you want.
Cool.
They will try
Yeah.
to resist.
Is that just like an unarmed attack?
It is your athletics. Yeah, you roll strength athletics. So just athletics. Add your proficiency bonus to your strength, since I'm assuming you're trained in athletics.
Yes, I am, and you're gonna be sorry for giving me that option. Okay. This is my first one. Wow, roll 20. Come on. A 10 probably is not going to push this man
Ooh.
over.
+7.
Yeah.
No, you got an 11.
Okay, my extra attack. Are you kidding me?
Wow. Roll 20. Just
All right, roll 20.
throwing
It's
shade
fine in
tonight.
that one. It's fine. I'm just like Max just like comes up, shoves this dude, surprisingly sturdy, and then like shoves him again. I think Max is trying to be like, he's trying to keep in mind that he's like very strong and doesn't want to accidentally kill these guys. And so it's just
Right.
like at first it's like a kind of forceful push, and then it's like, oh shit, and then just like a light to see if they'll trip.
He takes a step back
Um.
and like looks confused. Like he braces himself, and then you shove him, and he like takes one step back and then like looks down and looks up at you. Like, did you do something wrong? And then
I shrug.
yeah, just sort of like does that same thing, like pulls the caster up, and then just like pulls the trigger and shoots you once
That's
again.
fine.
In the head?
In the
Uh,
head, game.
in the head, but it's energy, so you do take 4 points of force damage though, max
I'm
damage.
chilling. That's
Fucking
totally
rude.
fine. I don't even flinch. I like he shoots me in the head and I just stare at him. Like
Yeah.
It's
bloodshot eyes like towering over him.
It's like those cartoons where like the flash of light just goes over the face and then it comes back and you're stoic.
Yeah, there's like smoke and the smoke clears and I'm just like
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Next up is the green one. And he similarly, I think now Max has made himself the most dangerous target here. So once
I play
again,
fighting.
3 force damage.
3 for me?
Three.
Okie dokie.
Bye.
And now it is Kelly's turn.
Cool. So Kelly is gonna bop on up here. Beside, I feel like I'm too close to the wall, but I can't move. All right, there you go. Bop up here to blue. And because Max is an ally, this will count as sneak attack damage, even though I'm right here, provided that Roll20 doesn't decide to absolutely wreck my shit. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big if.
it's a big old if.
The dice tell the story, but Roll20 says you fail every time.
Roll20 loves cops. What can I say?
Roll20 loves cops. You heard it here first. Okay.
Okay, so first let's see if I hit. So Kelly bops up here
hmm
and just
And what weapon are you using?
I'm gonna use the short sword.
Nice.
So that's a 17.
That is a hit.
Good.
So that'll hit. So and she wants to put him down. So she's hitting him with the sword, but she's mostly kind of like just smack him across the face with like the blunt end to try to like and mostly the handle, just kind of make him go down. So the damage is going to be from. So let me roll that damage first, and then I'll roll the sneak attack damage after.
Mm.
Sounds good.
That's 5 points of damage.
Nice.
And then it's going to be for the sneak attack damage. That is going to be, because I'm 3rd level, that's just going to be 2 additional d6. 12 more points of damage, and
Nice.
then something's going to happen to Green that Kelly doesn't necessarily mean to happen,
Okay.
but it's going to happen.
Well,
so
first thing that
she-
happens is Blue goes down.
Oh, nice.
So Kelly just rocks up on him and just with the flat of the sword just smacks across his face, brings him down, and then very much kind of against her will and kind of like a jerk fashion, she then looks up over directly at Green, and he is going to take it's not a lot, but it does look awful. He's going to take necrotic damage from across the room.
Can you
is-
please describe what that looks like? Because I think that's going to be relevant to
Yeah.
everybody assembled.
It sure
Yeah,
is.
sweet whittle nap.
So Kelly puts Blue down, and that looks normal and everything, and then she does like kind of like a full body like twitch, and then looks up. So from behind, they just see her head go up, and she looks at the guy in green. And I think the only one who actually really sees anything is Max, standing right next to her.
The fuck are you doing?
Well, no, here's the thing. She looks up, and in that moment that she looks up and she makes eye contact with that other guard, there's kind of like a green, like hazy smoke that comes out of her mouth. And then you just see that just go straight across, and just like it just like goes through. I guess he's got like a helmet. You just see it go straight through like into his eye.
Cool.
Yeah, he doesn't have a helmet, so you can just sort of see it go into his head, and he reacts like he just got hurt. Like he like slaps his hand up to cover his eye. He doesn't scream or anything. It clearly doesn't. It wasn't a mortal wound or anything like that, but like it clearly elicits a reaction from him.
And then like she kind of like shakes off the twitch, and she looks like she grimaces like ugh. But that's what Kelly does.
Yeah, absolutely. The first one up here, the first one to act, the purple one, is down, which I actually believe means that it's back to Hunter.
We haven't had Wayne go,
Oh,
right?
I'm sorry. You're
Yeah,
right.
Wayne.
You're right. Wayne.
Wayne kind of like hunkers down a little bit and then leans over behind from Max. He's like, don't worry, Max, I got this one. And he like jabs his hockey stick forward with the pointy end into this guy's knee.
He like leaned through the crack and just like, yeah.
That's a 12.
through my armpit.
A 12, yeah, okay. So with a 12, what actually happens is that you jab around Max with your hockey stick,
Mhm.
right at his knee, and he like sort of twists to avoid it, and the coat interposes itself between you and between your hockey stick and his knee, and the blade of your Gritsky stick actually sort of ricochets off of the fabric, leaving a like light green sheen over the fabric. It sort of pings off with an
Ooh.
almost like metallic noise. Well, it is a metallic noise because your Gritsky stick is metallic. But yeah, it pings off like you would hit it against something hard.
And then I lean over to the other side. I'm like, oh no, I'll get him on this side. And I go and jab him again, and I roll a 2, so I get a 9.
Same thing happens. Yeah, the coat just like interposes itself.
And then I'm gonna bonus action attack him with Polar Master, and I got a 12.
That's rough, buddy.
That one's blunt damage there, DM. So keep that in mind.
I do. I am keeping that in
Yellow's
mind.
just like, not today.
Yeah, it's just like ping, ping, ping.
Max, get out of the way!
Sorry, God.
But that being said, purple, like I said before, is down, which I believe means it's back up to Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm shooting green.
Are you just shooting green one time? Or are you doing thorn?
I'm doing Hail of Thorns. Why not? There's
Yeah,
probably
why
a lot of answers to that question, but why not?
Non-lethally
Just sprinkle
exploding a
some.
pine cone in his face.
Yeah, I don't know if that hits. That's a 15.
15 does hit.
Okay, awesome.
Same sort of thing happens. I think actually what you see happens is you shoot for green, and the arrow like shoots towards him. He puts his arm up to interpose the coat, the lamplighter coat, in between the arrow. The arrow strikes it and then just sort of like skitters over the top and still manages to hit him. Like he
Nice.
almost manages to deflect it. So go ahead and roll your damage. You do hit.
All right, so that's 6, but I'm also doing Hail of Thorns, so that is
Hey.
all right. So that brings us to a total of 11.
Okay. That brings us to a total of 11. Yeah, green drops. You hit the sleeve with the arrow. It skitters over the top, and it actually goes into his neck, and he drops.
Ruh-roh.
So that
Goes
happens.
into his neck, then a pine cone explodes in his neck.
hmm
Hunter, you're making us
Um,
into liars.
So so none of them would have to roll though, right? Because nobody else is
Yeah,
within
nobody
5
else is
feet.
within 5 feet.
Question: would the purple one who is down on the ground take the extra
no.
damage from the thorns bursting?
Oh no.
And would immediately fail, right?
Yeah, I would imagine
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, I guess that would happen.
If he's making them,
All right.
that's 2
Okay.
death saves. If he's making them.
So
Fucking thing on the clan.
roll the extra damage. Is there extra damage, or is it the same damage
It
over
would be the
again?
same damage.
What was the thorn
Which
damage?
was 5.
5?
Yep.
Okay. Thorns go into the purple one that's down on the ground. He twitches. His body jerks as more damage is done to it. And then he lies still. The green one is also down on the ground. The blue one is also down on the ground. So only the yellow one remains
It's just
standing.
yellow.
It's just yellow. And it is
Mhm.
Max's turn.
Max sees Kelly twitch and do that weird green stuff and twitch again. And he reaches out and puts a hand on her shoulder, and just kind of goes, "You good?" And then boom, punches the dude in front of him.
Oh,
Ooh, we're murderers.
not yet.
Is this
Not
to punch to do damage or to shove again?
punch yellow. Shoving did not work.
Shoving did
so-
not work. No.
So I'm gonna punch yellow.
Punch. You punch.
I'm gonna punch. I'm gonna punch him. I'm gonna punch him. Which is actually a less likely chance that I hit because it's only +6 instead of +7. But I am angry with this dude. Natural fucking 20.
Nice.
Wreck his
Man's
Oh,
head is gonna
and-
blow up.
Please don't.
Actually, because I rolled a nat 20, and this is a bludgeoning damage since I'm punching him, he has to move 5 feet to an unoccupied space, which he doesn't have one, so I'm assuming he just goes backwards. And all attacks on this dude until the start of my next turn have advantage. And I'm gonna roll damage and then probably hit him again. So
Yeah, you
you
should
know.
do that. Also, it's double damage, right? Because you crit.
it is.
It's double what they roll on the dice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
plus
so
the
it-
modifier.
Right. The modifier will stay the same, but it's double dice, which is not that much. Because
Or
he's
you
a
could roll
pouch.
twice as many die if you like rolling a bunch of die.
I was gonna say he
I
could.
do.
Dice.
he
I
could
do. And it's
technically
actually the
go
same
to
thing either
side.
way. So that's going to be 10 points of damage for him.
Okay.
And if he doesn't go down, then I'll probably like still one hand on Kelly's shoulder and just like just pop him again.
You
Unless he
punch him.
goes down.
Yeah, you punch him in the face once, and he immediately like starts sort of like looking unsteady on his feet, but he's not down yet. Like you pretty clearly probably broke his nose. He starts bleeding from it profusely. You
That's
know,
fine with me.
he has like a tooth that's like just barely hanging on there. But you can absolutely hit him again.
Okay, cool. And I actually have advantage because of the fact that I crit on him before.
Yeah.
Where's my sheet? Here it
I
is.
don't know, where is it?
+6. So this is the first one. First
Yes.
punch.
First
First
punch.
advantage. Second with advantage. 18, 19. So I'll take the 19. And I'm assuming that's a hit. And I'll just
That is a
punch
hit.
him again.
Yeah. You
Boink.
cannot not knock him out.
That's an 8.
Okay.
So total of
Cool.
18 points of damage to this dude. I'm not
that-
even looking at him. I'm just looking at Kelly.
Kelly's
Yeah,
just
no.
looking
like,
back, just like
Yeah, you just jab twice, and he drops like a stone, and you're now standing in a hallway with 4 prone lamplighters. The people in the cell who are watching you like burst into cheers. They're basically just like, that was incredible. We've never seen anything like that. You got shot like 3 times and you didn't go down. Who are you people?
Kelly is not going to answer that question. She's going to answer Max's question, which was like, "You're right," and she's going to be like, "It just happens." And then I'm going to go check on those 2 bodies that are bleeding out to see if
mm,
they can be stabilized.
Okay.
Because I
Um,
take my word as seriously as I can.
mhm.
Yes. Roll medicine.
Yes. Yes.
Meanwhile, the people are like, oh, you're gonna let us out, right? Like you're
Oh, yeah.
here, you're gonna let us.
We're here to let you out, but first I have a question for you. We have 3 people we're looking for specifically. We're looking to, get a jailbreak so everyone can get out in the fray. But we're looking for 3 people specifically. We're looking for an Orn, it's a big fucker. If you've seen him, you know who we're looking for. We're looking for a Daide, and we're looking for Artua. 3
Dirty 20
specific
to
people.
stabilize.
Where would I find them?
Yeah, no, they brought them in just the other day. But they took them into the back, and they like one of them, the one you're talking to, like jerks his head, indicating farther back.
What did you do to get in prison? Did you steal a loaf of bread? to feed your family?
Jean Valjean it.
Yes.
All right. What about everybody else in there?
Yeah, we all stole bread to feed our family.
I mean, it's
Families.
the justice system in the capital here. This needs to be reformed. I think we gotta let him out. I think it's just fair.
I think we got to deal with that after. We can get them on the way back.
I don't know if
Or-
there is a way back.
Yeah, maybe you should let us out now, just in case, like you die or something.
We
Speaking of
won't
dying.
die.
Okay.
Speaking of dying, how are these men doing with my dirty 20 medicine roll?
Yes,
To
with your dirty
stabilize.
20, they are all they will all probably live. Even the one who got shot in the neck. It appears
I
to have
pulled-
missed.
Son of a
It appears to have
bitch.
missed vitals.
Put him to
Kelly's
death.
doing like basic field medicine at this point.
Yeah.
And then like after she does that, she then like handcuffs them with their own handcuffs.
Nice.
And then I'm stealing their
They're casters.
casters. And she's got the four of them. She turns to look, she's like, so I've shot one of these before. Have you guys shot one of these before?
No, but I really wanna. I
Max
want to
takes one
so
and
bad.
immediately, like, you know how, like, when kids are trying to be cool and they're like, he just like holds it super wrong.
I wish you wouldn't.
He's like trying to
I
figure it
feel like
out.
Wayne does the same and turns to him, like points it at him, and is like,
Back
"Do I
to
look
back.
cool?"
Yeah.
Hi.
Hunter does not take a caster at all. In fact, Hunter has been just kind of standing back close to the entrance since everything started.
Kelly will just see that, shrug, and she'll take the other two then.
Fair enough. So you check the chambers of them, and you can see that three of them still have spell shells inside of them. One of them, the one that the purple one had, has 5.
For the casters, or what is it?
Yeah, for the casters. So essentially,
gotcha.
every shell equals like a charge. If you imagine that they're wands. But
Gotcha.
once you spend 7 charges, they're out of ammo, and you have to buy more or like acquire more.
Mhm.
So each shell is 7.
No, each gun
No,
is
each-
7.
Each gun
is
holds
7.
7 shells.
Gotcha. Okay.
But
cool.
3 of them fired 3, and 1 of them fired 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Max Drugs punches the lock.
Wayne
Uh,
bends down, looks to grab a key off of one of the fallen.
yeah, you punch the
guardsmen.
lock, and it has little effect. But Wayne, you can find a key, and you can release them.
Hey,
While-
I
while
found
this
this
is-
key. If you want to open that door,
Kelly's gonna turn after she finishes handcuffing the guards and all that stuff. She's gonna turn to these folks in this prison cell, and she's like, "You're gonna get let out, and you're gonna leave immediately. We're not dealing with any of this like bloody vengeance stuff today. You're just gonna go."
Oh yeah, no, we're gone. We've all got to get home to our families.
Max
Never
is
want to see you
also-
again.
Max is going to grab the like bars and like put his face up against it, like just smash his face up against it and say, if you see a, what are they called? Lamplighter
Lamplighter.
with a stabbed shoulder, you don't fucking touch him. If I find out anything happened to him and it was because of something you did, I will hunt you down and I will rip you to shreds. Do you understand me? And
Do
then
you
I
want
punch the
roll?
lock again.
Do you want to roll to intimidate?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Can I
I
can
don't
I
want you
aid
to
with
hurt my
that
friend.
intimidation by like calling over his shoulder? And remember, you just saw him get shot 3 times. He'll do it.
I will.
Yes.
Oops, that's the wrong thing. 1.
Yeah, I'll give you advantage on this because of the absolute like insanity of what just went down in front of them.
Okay. Sick. Okay. I'll just roll 2. Actually, no. I'll just do this, and then I'll do this again. 21 or 16, so 21.
Okay. So you rolled 20. Yeah. Okay, cool. So 21, yeah, absolutely. They will never touch they will never like look twice at a lamplighter with an injured shoulder. They
Cool.
immediately are just like, oh yeah, no, I mean, we would never. Sounds like
I
a great
stopped
guy.
listening. I'm still punching the lock.
Okay. It will break eventually. But is anybody using the key to let them out, or are you just letting Max?
Yeah, I'm taking a deep breath. I'm
Okay.
honing in, getting the zone. Key
Yeah.
goes in the lock.
I step back.
Lock turns, or key turns in the lock. Wayne, one hand on the door, takes a look at the hinges, looks back at the door.
Max
and
puts a hand on his
pulls-
shoulder. You got this.
And pulls the door.
You pull, and the door swings open.
Oh
Um,
God, 2 for 2.
2 for 2.
Good job,
Um,
Wayne. We're proud of
the
you.
I was gonna say,
The
Kelly
last-
doesn't know about his existing trauma, so this is all just very confusing for her.
They immediately, all 4 of them immediately like bolt out of the cell and through the open door and out into the hallway. But the last one like stops and like looks at you, Wayne, and says, "I'm not really sure what happened here just now, but it feels like we shared a very profound moment, and I just want you to know that I'm very proud of you."
Hey,
Goodbye,
go home to your
forever.
family. They're hungry out there. I hope you find the bread you're looking for.
Go get
and
that
they
bread.
they
Get
leave.
that bread.
Fred.
They are all gone.
Perfect.
Perfect.
All right.
Yeah, so you have cleared this hallway of threats for the time being and of potential allies.
And we're putting those lamplighters in the jail cell and locking them up, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
Sure.
that seems very reasonable.
Corey.
Um,
That's perfect.
you know. Don't worry
Put 'em
about. I'm
in-
not like deleting them for any particular reason. They're fine. They're definitely
They disappear.
In
They're super
hell.
healthy, actually.
fine. Yeah.
Kelly will take a quiet jaunt up the hall to see if she can spot anything.
Hmm.
All right. So, right at that junction where you can see a little bit of the fog cut off across from that table, that is a door a little farther up. From where you are right there, you
Oh.
can see through those bars. Those are like barred windows
Okay.
into what appears to be like the guard room. Presumably that's where the 4 of them were. You can see like there are traces of like a meal and some drinks and things like that on that table still from presumably where they were before the alarm alerted them that somebody was trying to break in. So this hallway that you're in right now continues down or branches to the left, but through another set of barred doors.
And so each one of these gaps here, like these are not cells.
No, those are cells. And if you are pausing to look in on them, let me do some erasing. Give me 1 second. So as you go down that hallway, why is it not doing the thing?
Show me the secrets.
Yeah, do it.
Do it. What the hell?
Oh,
Show
bear,
us
do
the
it.
secrets. Oh, it's
Do
very it's mad at me for some reason. It's saying that there is not fog, but there is fog. Clearly.
What happens if I put my token over here real quick? Will that show me?
Nothing. It's not responsive. I have to like erase it, but for some reason it's just
Why not?
being
Cool.
weird. There it is.
Ah,
Yeah. Okay.
okay.
Cool.
Get me out of here.
So
Locked yourself
um,
in.
and actually,
I'll go back
I
to where I
need
was.
to. Since you went up that far, I will also
Since you
attempt to do
began.
this. We'll see if it is still mad at me. Nope, it did it that time. Okay, So
Nice.
give me 1 second to
Whoa.
zoom out. There are more prisoners. As you go down here, this first one is an empty cell. The other two have more prisoners in them. And then there is a side room that has 5 more cells, each occupied by a single occupant. And
Okay.
similarly, as you go down that row, they start, begging you to let them out. They start telling you that, they were wrongfully accused and that they shouldn't be here. And, they'll do anything.
Kelly gets to this point right here. She sees all of this down the one side. She sees the other ones, and she looks back down the hall and she goes, "So you guys know I don't actually know who we're looking for, right?
Hmm?
What are they?
Hmm.
Who are we looking for?"
I'll come and help.
Yeah, Hunter.
Yeah,
well,
we all go.
We
for
know who we're
sure.
looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kelly's like,
Gosh, Torn.
Despite the fact that several people start, yelling like, "Oh, yeah, I'm Kaj, I'm Torn, that's me."
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Yeah. Okay, you got me. Um, These all appear to be humans.
Shit. The worst of the
Hmm.
worst.
but there's no like obvious other door besides. this thing
Aside
down
from
here.
aside from that locked barred door down there, yeah.
Is there a way to say?
We're looking for 3 prisoners. We're looking for an Orn. We're looking for a Tua, and we're looking for a Daide. Where are they?
Most everybody in the cells immediately starts, yelling, that oh yeah, they know exactly where they are and they can show you. You just have to let them out first. But the one person in that like back rightmost cell doesn't say anything. Yeah,
One of you.
outside
Little
of that
sus.
one. They don't say anything.
Max- Max is arguing with these 5 users. He's like, one at a time.
Yeah.
Who saw what now? Where?
And yeah, it's more of the same chaos. Like they're all trying to answer you. They're all trying to convince you that you should let them out and they can help you.
You shut up. Tell me. Okay. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, but this individual here in the back looks emaciated, would be like putting it lightly. They are like dressed in very dirty, very ripped clothing. They look like they should be past the point of starvation. Very deep bags under their eyes. They're very pale. And they're just kind of like seated on the floor of the cell, legs crossed, eyes closed, hands sort of resting in their lap. They're facing the door, but they don't really react to like you standing there, your presence, or you saying anything to the prisoners at large.
Hey there, buddy. Everybody seems to have something to say. You're the only one keeping quiet. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm looking for?
When they open their eyes, which are sort of, you see once they open them that they're sort of roomy and like yellow around the irises, and they speak, but like barely, it's barely above a whisper. You're not sure if they're capable of speaking louder, but they don't either way. And they say, well, if they're not here, they'll be in the back.
And how do I get there?
They stand up, and you see that they're of an impressive height, probably a little over 6 feet tall, 6'3"
Small.
maybe. Yes,
Tiny.
small. Sorry.
Minuscule.
But again, just like completely skin and bones. And they kind of, the way they move is very strange. It's very fluid, almost graceful, but a little too like jerky to be considered graceful. And they sort of press themselves up against the bar and nod their head back down the way you came. And they say, the store.
Thank you. Let's get the hell out of here. We got business to attend to. Max, come on. Fuck these guys.
They're gonna show us the way. We just gotta let them out. Okay.
No,
So
we already let enough out.
Jordan says that he can lead us down, but then Luke over here is...
Max, they're all lying.
Well,
They
that
all,
argument
they
is
all, they all react very strongly. They all say, "No, no, we're not lying. We're not lying. They're lying.
They wouldn't lie to me because I would
No.
crush them.
Yes,
Kelly
Exactly.
turns back to the man in the cell, and she like looks him over.
he is already returning to that cross-legged position with his hands in his lap.
She'll ask him. She's like, "Don't you want to make a case for getting out?"
No. He closes his eyes again and sort of resumes that very like straight-backed posture and says, "I belong here."
We should let him free.
No, Kelly's not gonna. He's setting off all kinds of Kelly's concerns, so she's happy to let him stay here if he's not gonna make a play to try to bargain to get out. So she's like, "You know what? If he says he belongs here, he belongs here." And I'm gonna move down towards the.
No, let's
I'm
get the hell
punching
outta here.
locks. I'm
No,
punching
get the
locks,
hell-
baby.
Let's get the hell out of here, Max. We got
What
shit
I
to
thought
do.
we were. I thought we were saving everyone.
Max will get him
No.
on the way back.
Fuck these guys. The other guys stole bread. These guys, I don't know, beat
Wayne,
up kids.
Wayne, you
I
are
say
very
seriously, Luke. I
Yeah.
expected better of you, and I just kind of shrug and walk away.
You're very hot and cold right now. We will get them when we come back. We don't have time.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, they keep screaming for you, you know, to let them out. But yeah, you can absolutely move away
That's
from
what I
them.
do.
And you you move down to where the door is.
Enjoy yourself.
You actually, upon checking it, you discover that it is not locked.
Mm-hmm.
It is closed, but yeah, you can probably presume that this would have been where the guards came from. So they probably didn't have time to lock it behind them before you all burst in and they shot you.
Kelly's gonna look at Wayne and be like, "Do you want to try to open this one too, or can I go ahead?"
Confident. Hand on, pulls the door.
All right, you step up
no.
and you pull the door and it opens. It swings open without any issue.
3 for 3. Let's fucking get to it, boys.
You
Kelly's
barely even recognize yourself.
like, "I don't understand."
And then the hallway reveals to you. There it is.
Ah,
Oh.
A hallway.
a hallway. Wow.
Oh man, a
Hallway.
narrow interconnecting hallway.
Yeah, we love an interconnecting hallway.
love
So
to see
that
it.
that ends in another door. Off to your left, as you are passing it, you can see that same guards room still has some of their food and stuff available. There's a couple like lockers and foot lockers, things like that.
I
You gonna go
consider
steal their
pushing someone into it. Just like the old times.
Just like the old days.
You just eyeball Hunter something fierce.
Yeah,
You're
I'm just like
closest.
small enough. He could fit in there. They could fit in there.
All right, same
Uh,
deal.
I just almost murdered 2 men. Do you really want to do that?
Turns out they were
It's
fine.
just it's just a
not-
thought. It's just a thought that passes through Max's head. Doesn't act on it.
Right. Who
It's just
knows
like
where
thought
thoughts come
crime.
from? They just appear.
It's an intrusive thought.
So it's like that meme of The Hangover where what's his name is doing like mental calculations as Wayne is walking up to this door, putting his hand up to the lock, just like could be pull, it could be push. Like it's like 2 + 2 = 4, 4 + 4
Mhm.
= 8. And like it's a lot of calculations going, but it's all basic arithmetic. It all boils down to open, or do I pull or do I push?
Yep.
Hand on, confident, push.
You reach out to push it, and we will be right back.
No!
In just a few minutes.
Knew it was coming.
Yeah, we're gonna take a quick break. It is about that time. We'll just like refresh
Mhm.
our drinks, use a restroom,
Get some water.
practice opening and closing doors, and we will be right back in just like a few short minutes. So don't go anywhere. We will see you soon. In the meantime, please enjoy the sultry sounds of our friends and yours. Eat Defeat.
Yay!
Thank you. Hello. Thanks for sticking with us. We are back. Told you it would be a very short break.
Mhm.
Very, very short. So, yeah. Well, thanks for sticking with us, I guess, first of all. We are going to continue our jailbreak. We're going to find out
Prison
if
riot.
our prison riot. That's right. I mean, the riot, the riot's mostly upstairs.
Going on
That's
outside.
true.
It's more of an outdoor riot.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good distraction.
Yeah,
Mhm.
very
Right,
good
real and
distraction.
chill.
If
Uh,
anything, it'll be better for us to let these people out ahead of us before we're leaving, because then they can rush the stairs and then we can just leave. It
There
all
you go.
works out.
That's true.
Makes
So
sense.
you can sacrifice them.
That is not what I said. Stop putting words in my mouth.
What? No,
I didn't say,
kill him. I didn't
Yeah.
kill him.
right? Can't be held accountable.
That's not what I hate.
I'm definitely not going to hold myself accountable. That's for damn sure.
When did your
Can be
background
held
change,
accountable
Corey?
for their actions.
When did
I
we-
know, isn't it so good?
When we were doing our jailbreak.
I mean, I guess that's
Yeah.
fair. I guess it's not a riot anymore, so fair play. Okay, so when we left off, we were about to see if Wayne's door opening streak could continue.
Mhm.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
You reach out. Oh, thank you so much for following.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, thanks, Abish.
Welcome. So you reach out to touch the door, and at the last second, you sort of like stop because it occurs to you this one might be locked.
Might
Everything
be.
okay, Wayne?
Never
Yeah,
know
might
until you
be.
find out.
So you reach out. It does appear to be locked.
Shoot. Darn.
Hey, it's
door's
okay,
locked.
man.
Can I
We all take L's.
Can I try my my version again
Oh, yeah,
before
for sure.
before Max starts punching? Just so Max can get some rest.
Max is like ready.
I just want like the record to show. I don't want anybody watching to get the wrong idea that like Max is punching every lock that you've seen so far, and it's not doing anything. Like it is as effective as a regular person punching a lock. I just want to be very
This
clear
is
on that
fine.
fact. I don't want anybody to get the impression that like Max is opening doors by punching them. It looks very
My
silly.
fists are the keys.
If we
Yes.
fireman kick a door down, that's different. But can I first try to pick this lock?
Wait, Wayne, didn't you find some keys that open cells?
Exactly.
Oh yeah, that's true. I do have the keys here.
It's even better.
I mean, they came through this way. One of the
That's
keys gotta work.
true.
Also,
Justin?
I'm really sorry about what happened with those guys. They're gonna be okay.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, they're
they'll be
locked.
fine eventually. The one might not be able to work anymore.
I didn't mean
Between the arrow to the neck and I think his one eye is dead. But so he might not be working anymore.
Yeah,
But they're
I'm
alive.
sorry. They're alive. That's
Yes.
the important thing. I
Yes,
didn't mean
they
to
are
do that.
alive.
I just wanted to let you know that with the guns, I just panicked.
You have nothing to apologize for. They're alive. We kept our promise.
That's good.
Keep it up, honestly.
Yeah, you're really killing it. I mean, metaphorically.
Maybe not the best words, Wayne, but thank you.
Key door.
Yes. Key door.
Key door.
First
Um,
key doesn't work. Second key doesn't work. Going down the ring.
Yeah, you do find the key that does work for this door, and you are able to swing it open.
Nice.
You nail it, further cementing
Whoa!
your reputation as a door opening
opening
genius.
master.
Is that a
Um,
feat you can take?
That'd be a good feat in D&D.
It really would. With how many
Prowess at
doors
opening
there are.
doors?
Yeah.
Know exactly which way the door will go.
So I'm going to ask, because I trust you all to be honest. Are you trying to do this stealthily? Because I will need you to roll if that's the case, or are you just rolling through?
Callie,
thought in
yes,
my
but
mind
that's
about it.
because that's how she does everything.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
say Hunter
Mm.
too.
I'll assume a certain level of stealth just inherently, but it's meaningless if it's not all of you. Like,
Yeah.
Unless someone tells Max, he assumes like
Same.
they already know we're the bad guys in their eyes. So what's a few more dudes? You know,
Mhm.
took care of them pretty easily. But if someone tells me to stealth, I'll stealth.
I mean,
think
when
anybody's
he,
telling you to do that.
Oh, okay. In which case,
not yet. I think at this point,
Yeah, heavy armor. Actually,
actually, I don't wear heavy armor. Oh, you wear heavy
Me.
armor.
Mhm.
you just have heavy
Yeah.
feet.
my stealthing would only be of
Yeah.
assistance when I go on ahead. But
I
right
got like
now,
elephant feet,
Yeah,
just
if you
like big
were
old trunks.
You step and my armor jangles.
Exactly.
like little bells.
okay. Well, I'm going to assume in that case that you are not being stealthy. In which case,
just
the
probably
door
not.
swings. Yeah, the door swings open, and you all sort of like run in. I am going to.
I do
How
not
much?
run
Yeah,
anywhere.
that looks good. You don't run in, but you do step in
I indeed step
collectively,
in.
and then you see.
Ooh.
That is what you see. So there are two more doors to be seen. Let's bring it back in. There we go. So there are two more doors to the right and to the left once you get into this sort of like sub room or a connecting hallway even. And then
Ah.
beyond that, you can see what looks like a larger room that opens up, but you can't really get a good look at all of it.
I'll step in over to the side so that everyone else can come in after once I follow Wayne in.
Um,
Mm.
So you follow Wayne in, and I think you have a sort of split second
Uh-oh.
of warning. I'm going to give you. I am not going to give you disadvantage because what I'm going to say is that you hear a click from your left. You look over because these doors are similar to the other ones in that they are cells, or rather they are barred doors. So you look over from the source of the noise, and you see another lamplighter behind a desk. He like stands up as you sort of come into his field of view. You notice a couple of things. You notice that the symbol that is emblazoned on his coat is not just a flame. It is a flame within a lantern. And you also notice that as he stands up,
no.
he points a caster at you all and pulls the trigger.
Do I have time
for-
to jump in front of whoever's gonna get hit?
it's not gonna matter.
It matters to me.
You can jump in front,
Okay.
heroically,
Directly
say.
in front of the stool.
but it is a flavorful jump.
Yeah, that's fine.
What
I like a
flavor is
little
it?
flavor.
It's for
Strawberry.
It's chicken.
Oh,
Chicken soup for the soul.
strawberry's a good
Yes.
flavor. Nice jump, dude. Nice.
A red bolt. Oh my gosh. Been a long time since we
Boom.
got spammed.
Band.
Hell yeah.
Mod.
Quick draw over here.
Activated.
Yeah,
Shoot.
right? I knew I made you a mod for a reason.
Be gone.
Yeah, that takes me back. Okay. You are all gonna need to make a saving throw. Believe it's a dexterity saving throw as
Oh, no.
almost in slow motion you see a red light in the barrel that erupts into a blast of energy that shoots
This is-
out, passes through the bars of the gun, or passes through the bars of the door, and then detonates into a
Oh,
ball
fuck.
of fire.
You said deck saving throw?
Yes.
Got a noob tube.
I was gonna say, does this
Just
count as
camping
a?
in his office with a noob tube.
I was gonna say, does this count as a spell being cast by a creature? But then it's not.
17.
It's not within 5 feet of me, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and I don't
Mm.
think it does count as that because it's a magic item. But
19 for Kelly.
yeah, you guys did pretty
Nice.
well.
Come
got
on,
7.
Wayne. Oh.
Except for Wayne. You got a 7, and JD, you got a 10.
I got a 17 in total.
Oh, okay, cool, right? Because you are good at things.
What? That's your dex save?
My dex save is a 7.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Damn.
Impressive.
Let me check this out.
Oh, I rolled
Uh,
that wrong.
Do you want to? How'd you roll it?
I rolled it just with my looking at the top. I didn't look down at the actual like saving throws box. It should be
Mm.
3 more, so it should be a 21
Oh.
Nice.
Well.
because I'm proficient in dex based
Okay.
skills.
So you passed it anyway, so you don't really need to worry about it.
Okay.
But it erupts into a fireball, and Wayne, you are going to take full damage.
Oh.
Everybody else, you are going to take half damage.
Ooh.
Um, So
I can't
Ouch.
protect my friend.
this is going to be interesting.
That's
Unfortunately,
hard.
not from this. It is a 20-foot blast of flame that engulfs you all.
Oh my god. Okay,
but
yeah.
The rest of you are able to sort of dive down. You sort of throw yourselves down on the ground. Wayne, you're just not quite fast enough. You're still pretty fatigued from that Gritsky match. And this is going to be interesting.
It was a direct hit with the grenade.
Oh my god.
So the rest of
Oh, that's a
you,
lot of
those of you
ones.
who
We're
made the
good.
save, are going to take 15 points of fire damage.
Easy
Uh,
money.
Wayne, you're going to take 30 points of fire damage.
Good deal.
Ouch.
Quick calculator. Ah.
Ouch. Ouch. Ouch.
Good thing my
It's
jersey's
not
magic.
great.
Can't be burned.
Good
Can't
thing
be
New
ripped.
Jersey is magic.
Woof. Okay.
Oh, so we gotta kill this man.
Yeah.
Um,
You do. And let's roll initiative just to
Do
keep
we?
it interesting.
Okay. Do we have to kill this guy?
Yes.
We have to at least take that gun away from him.
Oh, take the gun for sure. For sure.
Nice.
Jesus.
Shady rolls.
How do we deal with people who get the same?
I think it's the
whoever's
higher
dex
jacks.
is higher.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
are you kidding me? JD, let's go.
Let's do this.
Roll 20 loves JD.
Roll 20
Yeah.
has been so nice to me.
As long as it loves someone, that's all that matters.
I say that now it's gonna fuck me up. But yeah, 23.
Okay. Very good. Let me update the totals here. 23. Good. Max, what did you get?
5.
5.
He's bad.
It is bad. But it doesn't reflect on
For
you as a
him.
person. Right. Kelly.
8.
Oh boy.
I know.
Hunter's just gonna 2-shot.
Oh God, let's hope
Yeah,
so.
exactly. We're
Do you have-
good.
Do you have 2 attacks right now? Do you have multi-attack?
You know, that's
Extra
a really
attack?
great question.
Wait, yeah,
I
because
feel
you're
like
full
you-
ranger, right?
Yeah,
You should.
Yeah, you should have extra attack.
that is something I have not been considering.
Yeah,
We're
I'm pretty
level
sure that
5,
is.
right?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
that is.
so you
the
I
should
case.
thought
have-
about it. I thought about it
should have
earlier,
extra
but you
attack.
were doing so well.
Yeah,
I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
really, it
Should
was
be
a
doing-
handicap for them.
Yeah, no, that was probably a good thing. If you'd been like, you can shoot them again, I would have been like, and now they've exploded.
It's true. Wayne, what did you get for initiative again?
I got a 9.
A 9.
think.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, I got a 9.
Okay, cool. So initiative totals. I'm going to assign him one that I pre-rolled, and
A 1, right?
Sure, it has a 1 in it.
Uh-huh.
No.
120?
111. Um,
Shit.
But either way, Hunter goes first, like no question.
Cool. So with extra attack, does that mean I can shoot him twice?
Yeah.
I mean, it sure does. Yeah, as long as you
Yeah.
don't move.
Yeah.
Extra attack.
I am going to shoot him
It's-
twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you take an
I-
attack, you can take another attack, basically.
Here's what I will say though. If you want to shoot him through that door, I am going to give you disadvantage
Okay.
because it's a very small target, and you're also kind of at an angle. I think actually you're going to have to take a 5-foot step if you want to hit him at all. Well, 5-foot steps aren't really a thing in 5e, are they?
5
I'm
foot.
gonna-
Just
I
move
think-
one square.
Yeah,
yeah,
just
yeah,
you
move
could-
forward
you could-
1. Or
Yeah,
5.
but I think it's an action, right? Like any movement is an action. You can only extra attack if you don't move. Or am I wrong about that?
No, it's you can attack, bonus, like action, bonus action, and movement are all like a part of your turn.
And
So
you
you
can do
can
them in any
move-
order.
Yeah,
do
you
them
can
in
move
any
in any
order. So
order,
you can
and you
attack-
can
And then move, then attack again. It doesn't matter.
so you can move as much as your speed
Like
allows.
5e.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So
Again, very generous.
yeah, no, I love that actually. So you can move to be in position to shoot, and I'm gonna say you're gonna have to be like where Wayne is though. Like Wayne is in
Okay.
line with the door, and that's really the only way you can get a clear shot
Mm.
on him.
All right.
You can be like one. You could be like one in front of Wayne or one behind Wayne. But you
Oh.
will have to.
I'll go behind.
You go right up on the bars.
Yeah, go right up on the bars.
Yeah, stick your bow like inside.
Like, fuck you.
Okay, cool. From there, yeah, absolutely, you can take a shot.
Okay, still with disadvantage?
Still with disadvantage, yeah.
All right, so
Oh.
that would be.
Well,
Now, of course, I have to do the hard thing of math. So
Yeah.
that would
20.
be 20. That would be a dirty 20.
Good God.
Off of the
Yes.
13.
Let's go.
That
Get him,
hits.
get him, get him, get him, get him.
You shoot him with an arrow. Your first arrow.
Damn.
Yep.
Hunter
Roll your
living up to their
damage.
name.
Yeah.
Right.
We absolutely love to see it.
All right, and then I'm going to roll 2 damage. So that is 1d8 plus 4. I'm also doing Hail of Thorns, because why not?
So why not? That is a spell though, right?
That is a great question. I always forget how things work.
Yeah, I think it is a first level spell.
Yes.
So you can do it, but I might have to look it up actually, because I assume it's got a casting time of like 1 action, unless it is a bonus action that you can do.
Yeah, that is a
Uh,
great question that I do not
it's
know
okay.
the answer.
I do feel like we looked this up last session, and I will get used to it eventually.
Me,
But
Yeah.
me as well.
The
first
bonus
level
action.
conjuration, it's a
It's a bonus
bonus. It's a
action?
casting
What's
action of a
that?
bonus. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can do that before you shoot 1 attack, but you'll only be able to do it on 1 attack.
That works. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
You can attack
damage.
twice.
damage is, so far we are at a 9. And then with Hail of Thorns, we are at. Okay, the dice stopped loving me quite as much, but 11 for that first one. In
Put
total.
11. Okay. 11 in total. That is a good amount of damage. He does not go down, but you do shoot him. His arm with the gun jerks back. His arm with the caster like jerks back. You hit him right in the shoulder. Clearly like you intended to. He's still got the barrel pointed at you, but it's definitely like not fixed on you all the way that it was before. Is that including that's including your Hail of Thorns?
Yep.
So then you can take your second attack if you want to. You can shoot another arrow, but you won't be able to do Hail of Thorns again.
Yeah, that works still with advantage.
Yes.
All right, so that will be 16. Yes, no, wait. Is that a 6 or a 9?
That's a 9.
It's a 9.
That is a
a
9.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'll be 16.
16 still hits.
Nice.
Just barely. I
Just barely.
also just realized that the music has not been playing for the audience this entire
Oh,
time. But it's
Oh,
fine.
man.
It's fine.
Sorry, folks.
All right, and then that is another 8 points of damage.
Another 8 points of damage. Yes. So you shoot him in the shoulder, and then you shoot him again. Where do you want to? I mean, you can decide where you want to hit him, but he's not going down or anything like that. But you can let me know where you're aiming for.
Yeah, I would say I'm still going for the arm that is holding the caster in the hopes that he will either have it knocked off course or
Like
have to drop it completely
disarming it,
because of the
yeah.
damage.
Nice. Okay. Cool. Yeah. You shoot him in the arm again, and he grimaces and screams, more of a roar, but he does not drop the caster.
Hmm.
Is he gonna pull the trigger again?
He might when it's his
Might.
turn. It's got a
Yeah,
one
when
in
it's his
it,
turn, which is
so-
last, so.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely not going to be able to go before a 9, an 8, and a 5. That's a great point.
There's no way.
He is not. He is actually not going to go. What is going to happen though is Hunter, you get struck in the back by two very painful blasts.
What?
Man,
Who's
what
in
could be
that?
happening?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
How are you looking, by the way? How are you doing on hit points?
Not super great.
No?
No, I think I might be close to 19.
That's not
Oh,
bad.
I'd be
okay.
close
That's not
to
too bad.
19.
That's not too bad.
No, it's not
I'd be
terrible.
close. Yeah.
4 points of damage.
Can we
Um,
see into that room that's behind him?
You can now
Also,
that
can we just keep
attention.
running.
You could. Now that attention has been called to it, you can. Give me 1 second here.
You don't have
need
to fight these guys.
It's a Dark Souls mentality.
I mean,
fight every enemy. See you
Yeah.
later.
they're gonna have to leave.
Make him
Saves
come
us
to
time
us. Is
trying
that
to
your-
open the door.
Not wrong. Sorry. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, I accidentally resized somebody.
No.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, 2 of these people have relocated, so I need to do that. And then yeah, you can
Two,
see
oh.
past them into the room. Past them being Hunter. Un momento.
Corey, I just realized you
second
changed
now.
your background.
Oh yeah.
There it
To
is.
reflect our environment.
Ah!
Um, So yes, you can see 2 more lamplighters in there, and they will get color coded. What haven't we done? We haven't done like aqua.
Ooh.
Don't
I
think
like
we've
aqua
done
a lot.
orange either.
Isn't this
Oh, the other
guy
guy's orange.
Oh, you're right. Can't have
They're
2
just
oranges.
pink.
What
Pink.
am I thinking? Do we have pink? We do have pink. There we go.
Yay.
Oh no, I did a red and
Oh,
It's
wow.
Horrifying looking, but
Scary.
Yeah,
The hula hoop looking motherfucker.
doesn't
Yeah.
deserve that. Okay, cool. So you've got enemies, but there are closed doors on either side of you. At least you're aware of them all now. But as you are standing there, Hunter, you get shot in the back. This orange one, the one with the luminary badge on his coat, who has like an arrow stuck in his shoulder and another arrow stuck out of his arm and like thorns in one side of his face. He has these like big, thick mutton chops and like a big scar across his jaw. And he
Ooh.
like corrects the aim with his caster hand and says, looks directly at you, Hunter, and says, "Go to hell," and pulls the trigger a second time. Make me another
No.
dexterity saving throw, everybody.
Everybody?
What about his men?
Actually, that's a good
oh Jesus.
question.
What about his buddies?
Oh, that's not great.
Do we have
actually
any?
They are exactly out of range. It is a 20-foot burst.
We don't have a
so-
pool up right now, right?
There should be at
A-
least one because
For advantage,
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
I think that's a miscount.
That's a
I don't think
motherfucking
we've-
nat 20. I have a nat 20.
I'm gonna use guidance. I don't know if it'll matter, but
That's you should use guidance. It's
cash.
pretty good.
4, 10. I got an 11.
Oh,
Same.
God.
Yep.
With my
okay.
nat 20, can I jump in front of someone
Kelly
Can I
might be
protect someone?
Uh,
with my shield?
I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
Can Max eat some of the fire? As it
Yeah,
comes?
I'll just like I'll like Kirby it.
We're having
Well-
some. We might be.
I'll say
we might be
this.
getting arrested, guys.
I'll say this: there's
Somebody say-
there's another guidance up for grabs. Justin just used channel points, drugs, to give somebody
Thank you.
guidance.
There
That's
should be
fine.
2. Someone can have my guidance,
That's
and
you, Kelly.
then so Hunter and Kelly can have
That's,
guidance.
that's a D4.
Because I got a
That's a
nat 20, so I
D4.
don't need it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that will matter though, because
Well,
if you rolled
might.
super low, then
So that makes it 14 total.
Yeah, that makes it a 12.
14 and a 12. And
Just need to
then
beat it.
Eugene, what did you? I'm sorry, Wayne, what did you get?
I got an 11 total.
You got an 11, and then Raph, you got a natural 20.
yes, which I can
Yeah,
hopefully
Justin-
translate into jumping in front of my friends and
We're gonna get
helping them.
arrested.
No, that's fine.
So here's the thing:
They
I
have to
would be
come out of the
totally on.
doors.
I would totally be on board with that, except that this is an area attack. It's a burst. So like even you jumping in front of it, it's fire. It's gonna go around you.
Like jumping on
Can
a
I, like-
grenade.
Yeah, can I like, or can I like bear hug someone and like try to like flatten them? You know?
By taking the nat 20, maybe taking some
Yeah.
of the damage away. Splitting damage with someone who failed.
I will say, okay, here's what I will say. If you voluntarily fail your saving throw, I will let you give your roll to somebody else.
Okay. Oh God, I don't.
Come
have
on now,
that.
hero. Step up to the plate.
Yeah. Okay. But I'll just let you know that I might go down.
We all might go down.
Yeah, we all
I'm gonna
might
tell
go
you right
down.
now.
Fair. So I'm going
People make
to.
trade-offs.
Who's the most hurt looking? Hunter, right?
Definitely Hunter.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll jump on top of Hunter.
Okay. So you were gonna fail the saving throw. You were gonna take full damage. Hunter, you were gonna take half damage.
Okay.
So everybody except Hunter, you were gonna take full damage from this.
We're gonna die.
Good luck.
10 points.
You're probably not gonna die. It's probably gonna be fine.
Sir.
Oh my
I rolled
God.
better.
Fives.
I'm alive. I'm
I rolled better than I did last time.
26.
You got a 30
Yes.
last time. What do you mean you rolled better?
Oh
Well,
my
this is
God.
less dice. He didn't use as many charges this time.
Wow.
So 26 points of damage. Hunter, you take 13.
That's good because yeah, that would have been bad.
Yeah.
Cool. So I'm
Um,
unconscious.
Because I am so hard to kill. Been just too much of a zeal for life. Just so excited to live every day. Wayne, like the explosion goes, there's smoke left in the air as the smoke clears. Wayne is like a cartoon character with his hair blown back, like a wide fan, and he's just got empty eyes. Like there's just nothing behind him, but he's standing there.
You're up?
I'm up.
Okay,
Hard to
sick.
kill, Wayne.
Beautiful. Let's grab Kelly
yeah.
and get the fuck out of here.
Wayne, you I think there's a little something to this.
Mhm.
Because you're hard to kill.
Mhm.
And this is a result of that. So I think what the rest of you see is a I need to check one thing before we get into this.
Ooh,
Who
Spicy.
is the
Um,
god of hockey?
No, that'd be ridiculous.
That would be
God of
you.
hockey.
In this,
I'm
in
the
this
god
world,
of
it would.
Gretzky.
Yeah, Wayne Gretzky
that's
comes to
fair.
you.
That's it.
Wayne, you
My son.
you're hard to
Dude.
kill. So what happens is that there's this blast of fire that erupts around all of you. Max, you dive on top of Hunter. You take the damage that would have put Hunter down. Kelly, you drop to the ground. And Wayne,
You're
you
good, I got you.
reflexively sort of almost unconsciously, almost autonomously, your right arm, like jerks up. You put your hand out like towards the fire, and it
Cool.
sort of splits around you
Cool.
from where you shove your hand forward. It kind of like splits around you. It makes contact with your palm, and then just kind of like trails off to either side.
Mhm.
You are not consumed in the blast, but you are not in good shape, I'm
Oh
assuming.
yeah. No, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely not.
And with that, it is actually Wayne's turn again, or for the first time.
Get
Oh,
him.
it's Wayne's turn.
Get him.
Yeah.
I want to hit this guy in the green. Let's see what
Hit the
happens.
guy. Which guy?
The green man.
The
Aqua one?
Aquaman?
The Aquaman, yeah.
Aquaman.
Took my glasses off. I lost my sense of color.
So there is a door.
Is that what happens?
Oh, I didn't mean to roll that. Sorry, I was listening to what you were saying.
It's okay.
So there's a door.
Yes.
So am I like jabbing through the door?
That's what
I don't think you can. He's
mean.
5 feet away from the door, so I don't think
We
you
have
can
to-
hit him unless your weapon has reach. You'd have to
gave
take like
you-
one step closer to the door, and then you'd have to have reach.
I gave you a gun.
My weapon
Yeah, that's
does have
true. We
reach.
do have guns.
I gave you
My
a
weapon
caster.
does have reach.
Okay. you can
Uh,
use your reach. You can
I'm
poke
gonna
him through the
step-
door.
Toward him and poke him through the door.
Okay.
And I rolled a 10, which a 10 plus 7 is 17.
That's a hit.
Steven.
That's a hit. All right, I'd like to hit him. It's a D10 plus 4, but I'll also burn a first level spell slot to
Mm.
Divine Smite this man. Divine Smite
Hell
does
yeah.
what? 2d8, right? I think.
Yeah, I think so. He's not
So,
undead or the other thing. An evil outsider, I think.
fuck.
Oh, buddy.
That's 5, and then 2d8, I think. 1d8, 2d8. All right, so in total, that was 12 damage. Do I stab him through the knee and he
Uh,
goes unconscious?
He does actually.
Cash. I then want to turn to the other guy and I want to stab him through the knee non-lethally.
I guess technically he's 5 feet away.
Just jabbing.
Can I do that?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a diagonal, but it's still 5 feet. So yeah.
So that's a 23. I'm gonna as well Divine Smite this guy with a first level spell slot. Really glad I didn't burn them all playing Gritsky.
Yeah.
That is fortunate.
All right. That's 7 plus. Oh, I still need a D10. Sorry. So 10 plus 7, 17.
Nice.
He also drops. So they are
Jab,
both down
Hey.
with a jab each.
Nice.
And with my bonus action, I would like to pop the cork on a greater healing potion and chug that
Nice.
shit down.
Get it.
Nice. Okay.
Yay.
Cool.
44.
Heal
Good,
yourself.
good.
I will roll those bad boys
Cool.
right here.
Uh,
All once.
In the meantime, Kelly, you are
Gosh.
up, and you are gonna have to make a death saving throw.
Sure am. How does those work? Is this just a flat d20?
It's just
I
a
don't add
flat
any-
d20.
Yeah, I don't add
Yeah.
anything to it.
Oh, and can I move? I'm sorry. Can I move behind the door? Like right here, I mean. Or to the side of the door so he can't see me.
That
Yeah.
I
Oh,
don't think.
smart. Wicked smart.
Am I trying to beat a number?
10. 10,
10.
or 10 and above is a save. So
Yeah.
you're trying to beat 9 technically.
Technically,
So you're good.
Yeah.
okay.
11.
You make it.
That's one.
That
many do
is
I have to make?
1, 3.
3.
Oof. Okay.
We haven't gotten to use these before.
Mm-mm.
There you go. You got a life.
Oh yeah.
Yay.
You made your first life saving throw. So yeah, you do that. It would be the other guard, the other lamplighter from the room, but he is unconscious. They are both unconscious, which means that it is Max.
Okay. Max sees this absolute chaos that's going on. He gets off a hunter, says, "Sorry." And then and then turns around, scoops Kelly, and just runs.
Oh,
Where are you
Or
running?
backward.
I am running. I'm not very smart, so I'm going to scoop Kelly and run here. Or I guess
Okay.
I'll run right here so that kind of seeing how Wayne is kind of hiding here. I want to scoop
Okay.
Kelly and run like about here.
Okay.
And then as I'm holding her like a baby in my arms, I also have a greater healing potion, and I'm gonna uncork it and just like pop it in her mouth.
Nice.
Okay.
oh. Thank you.
So that is
Uh,
4d4.
Look at this wholesome teamwork.
Yeah.
I love
11
it.
plus 4, so 15.
Thank you.
Very good. So Kelly, you're back up.
Yeah, so you're no longer dying. Let me
Yay.
delete this greater healing potion off of my thing. And I am going to, I guess that was my action, right? Because I fed her a potion. So
Yeah, I think so.
yeah. So I'll just take out my shield and I'll move a little bit more. I moved what, like 5, 10, 15. I can move 20. I'll stand here next to Wayne and pull out my shield and try to create like a I don't know if I can I don't know if I can draw on this, but I want to create like a shield like this.
Yeah, you should be able to draw. There we go.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So yeah, I kind of want to just like pull out my shield. So if this guy even tries to come at an angle at us, I have my shield up
Okay.
in front of these two.
Fair enough. And that brings us back to Hunter.
All right, so the first thing Hunter is going to do is to use their greater healing potion. So
Nice.
gonna start with
We're all
that.
just like, we all get one uncommon item. We're like, get that into
So
your healing
gonna roll those 4d4s and
We're
stay
all kind
there.
of like, ow.
But what other
Ouchie.
potion did everyone pick? That's the real question.
Ooh, I got a
Right.
goodie. I'm not gonna use it now though.
All right.
Oh
so
damn, dude! Oh my god, is that all fours?
I don't think-
Almost.
almost. Yeah.
Oh, there's one. Still, 13 plus 4. That's pretty dang good.
So with that,
So you heal 17.
17. Okay.
Nice.
Damn,
Let me quickly
nice.
do math. All right, so I'm back up to 23. Not great in light of a fireball, but you know what? We're gonna try. So I'm shooting this motherfucker.
Yeah,
I'm sick
put
of
him
his
down.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, take him down.
Still at
Whack him.
disadvantage.
The door is still closed.
Yes, still
Yeah.
at disadvantage.
We must unfortunately adhere to this fucking door.
Oh no.
Oh,
No.
no.
What?
All right, so yeah, unfortunately that was a 9.
No.
Yeah, the
Uh,
9 is not going to do it.
nope.
You hit a bar in the door, and your arrow sort of just ricochets off, goes
Damn.
wide. But I mean, you can attack again. You've used your bonus action to drink your potion.
Then I am
You get
attacking
another
again.
attack.
Pam.
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 Come on.
Pam.
So 15.
15 just barely hits.
Yes.
Heck yeah.
Rack him! Rack him!
Divine
All
Smite.
right, so
Yeah,
that's
use your
Sweet.
divine smite.
Sneak attack! Sneak attack!
Fireball, fireball.
Use your little bombs.
yes. So wow, now it's just hating me. So
Now it's mad
uh,
at you.
now it's mad at me.
Mm.
Brutal.
So let's see where this goes. So that's a 3. My thorns are a 5. And
I don't think you can actually do thorns this round because you used your bonus action to
that
drink
is
the potion.
right. I cannot.
Yeah.
So in that case, tragically, I only do 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. He falls down and bangs his head on the corner of the desk as he does so.
Oh my god.
Hunter's out here
And
wrecking
breaks
people's
his
shit.
neck.
Don't
Thank.
say he breaks his neck.
But let's not put that into the universe.
Let's not do that.
All right.
Um,
So that was rough.
As you stand there, getting your breath, gathering your thoughts in the wake of this, you hear the sound from just
Oh.
ahead of you in the next room
Mhm.
of a door closing
Yep.
and a
Oh.
lock turning.
Uh huh.
Oh, that's fine.
Is it?
Is it? Yeah. What would you like to do?
I was gonna say, I don't think we have time for a short rest, so I'm gonna have to use one of my own potions to try to heal myself some more because I'm still pretty far down.
Does anybody else? have
I
any
was gonna say I have
healing?
cure wounds.
That would be
I'm at
pretty
2
sweet.
hit points.
Babe.
So maybe on Max there.
Yeah.
Yeah, use that on
Max is like, I'm fine. Pops of blood. Just like, absolutely like messed up.
Yeah. And Hunter's like, you helped me out. I'm gonna take care of you.
Hmm.
All right. I have never done this before. So,
I imagine it's like the scene in Beauty and the Beast where Beauty is wiping scars. And it's just like bulky, just like, ouch. Just like this gentle person. Max is just like a horrifying creature.
Kelly, that was you drinking your
Anyway.
potion, right?
Yes.
And Hunter, you are casting heal.
yep.
Okay, so it depends on
Wounds.
what spell slot, or yeah, sorry, cure wounds.
Yeah.
It depends on
Oh,
what
Cure Wounds, yeah.
level spell slot you want to spend on it.
So with that, I think I'm at first level.
Yeah, I don't remember if you have second level options. You have cast the thorn spell.
I have 2 second level spells. I pulled
Yeah,
from
Okay.
the ranger
you should have a
table
couple
just in
at level
case.
5.
Okay.
4 level
Yeah.
1s, 2 level 2s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know my character sheet gets a little weird though because of the stuff with my symbiote.
That is true. I don't think it
Symbiote.
affects your spell slots.
Okay.
So I think you're good on that. But I do think you are probably out of first level spell slots just because you've done Hail of
Yeah.
Thorns so many times today.
Mm-hmm.
You can cast it as a second level spell though, in which case it will heal 2d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier, which I believe for you is wisdom.
Yep.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
You don't have
I'll
to.
I'll double check
I
your
can deal
symbiote
with
stuff,
it.
but I don't think
To-
it comes into
To
play.
distract Max after Kelly takes her own potion, she kind of comes up and does similar to when he put his hand on her shoulder. She reaches all the way up because out of the group, Kelly is the smallest. She reaches up to put her hand on Max's shoulder and she's like, "Hey, thanks." You know, thanks.
It's fine,
Friendship.
whatever. It's
Friendship.
fine, whatever.
The magic of friendship. All right. So I am rolling 2d8.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So that is
Sick.
8 plus
8
4, 12,
and
14.
then plus where is my wisdom? Plus 3.
Plus 3. So 8 plus 3.
So
11. Okay. Cool. Thank you. Max just kind of nods at you.
And
Thanks or whatever.
as you do this, as you use your the magic of Ak to heal Max.
Oh my god! Sorry, that doesn't matter, but I just realized that I have advantage on dex saving throws because I'm dumb. Anyway.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Well, it's okay because you it wouldn't have mattered. You sacrificed
I
yourself
just
to
sacrificed,
save Hunter.
but
Anyway.
it's fine. Anyway.
So from ahead as you finish this healing, you hear voice laughing.
Yeah.
Very softly, and sort of muffled. It's a very soft. How touching.
Oh my fucking god! Now I'm one of these fools.
I'm gonna go get that other man's fireball canister. Fuck this guy.
Poke my head out from behind the corner of the wall.
Wait, no.
From behind the corner of the wall, you poke your head out, and you see something interesting, something of interest to you.
Uh-oh.
There's another door that is closed. Presumably, this is that click of the lock and the door shutting that you had heard. But as you poke your head around the corner and you look to your left, following the sound of the noise, you see that door closed and you see a figure standing on the other side of the door.
Is it a man in a hood?
It is a man wearing a mask, almost like a plague doctor mask, sort of a bird-faced mask with red eyes.
We hate to see it.
I don't
Oh,
like
they're
it.
down here. My bad. I was like,
We do
what
hate
are
to
you
see it.
talking about?
You see that, and
Oh
then
my God.
sort of beyond, you see strapped down to a table your teammate Kira,
Not cool.
the Tua, and chained back in either corner of the room to the wall. You see your brother Kaj, the Daide, and you see Torin, the Orn. And the man behind the door sort of like sticks a gloved hand out through the bars and like gestures to you, Wayne, like, come closer. Come see what I have.
I would like to finger gun and be like, be right there, and I'm gonna cast command at level 2. Or no,
Nice.
it's not command. Hold person at level 2.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
Make a wisdom save for me, DM.
Wisdom save, sure.
If you wouldn't mind.
Love to.
What is Kira again? I keep forgetting to.
Kira is a Twa,
A
which
Twa. That's what-
Twa, a descendant of the Danan. But Kira is
Yes.
Kira's not insane. And the weird
Right.
way that like Fey magic works with the Twa is that the farther they drift from like the
Oh,
Fey
absolutely.
origins, the darker their skin gets, and the more sane they are.
right.
Um,
Just needed a
Shit.
quick refresher.
I got some bad news, buddy.
Oh my
That's okay.
god.
What can you do?
We hate to see it.
And it doesn't do anything, and then Wade just walks forward.
Um.
Yeah, be right there. And he just does kind of awkward finger cuts.
Yeah, absolutely. If Max sees this scene, actually, yeah, I don't think Max is very intelligent. I think as soon as Max sees like the teammates just like strapped down, looking not great, Max just like starts twitching and just like and absolutely goes into a rage.
Nice.
We love to see it.
And is going to become a beast, Path of the Beast form.
This man just wanted to have a conversation.
No,
Just wanted to talk.
no,
Shouldn't
I
have
don't
tortured
like
our
that.
family.
Yeah, I shouldn't
Wow.
have tried to kill
We're on there,
us.
bud.
Out of curiosity, while Max is turning into a creature, what is on the other side of this room?
To the north.
Interesting.
No.
Because from where I am standing, I can see that way.
You can. You can. So you can actually probably give them a heads up, but that means that a couple of things are going to happen at the same time. Here's what's going to go down. Max, you fly into a rage, and pretty much
Yeah.
simultaneously, this man in the mask sort of looks at you, Wayne, again,
Mhm.
and cocks his head because you're mid transformation, Max, and says,
Yeah, I'm like growing a big giant like
Yeah.
toothy snout.
I see you brought a beast. So did I.
Oh.
And then, Kelly, you happen to
Suckers.
look in the opposite direction. And you can shout a warning because what you see, is it going to do
I'm
the
ready
thing?
to fight people.
Okay. It's like in progress. It's doing the thing where it's thinking about deleting the fog.
Mhm.
It's just
Maybe.
creating some dramatic tension.
It
It's that's
There
what
it
it's doing.
is.
Oh, what the fresh fuck is that?
It appears to
Sir?
be
Oh
a
my-
creature
I can't
made
wait
of
to fight this fool.
the stitched together parts of people.
It's Mr. X.
Mr.
I don't like it.
Some sort of horrible flesh golem,
Oh, well,
perhaps.
I don't care for
agree.
that.
I'm with you.
Yeah, I always knew you're a man of taste, Nathan. So I don't blame you.
We absolutely hate to see it.
Yes.
We do hate to see that. And I think we're coming up fast on 11. We may have to see what happens
Oh my
next time.
Oh, what a
Oh, plus we-
cliffhanger.
Uh,
Oh my god.
there's a bunch of stuff. There's a bunch of stuff left to do. So I think probably this is
Oh
as
my
good a
gosh.
cliffhanger as we're gonna get tonight. Unfortunately.
I'm so angry.
So
I want to fight this dude.
Yeah, but think of all the great door content we had tonight. Think of all the great door
We
opening.
did have some
A
good
lot
door
of good
content.
door
We should
A
not have made so
Lot of
many
good
jokes
door
about our lack of
content.
damage.
I
Yeah.
never made
Yeah.
a joke. I know better because roll 20
It's true. You
hates
guys
me.
did. You guys did great damage.
I'm just
Cool.
gonna
That's a
do
fair-
this to remind myself that
bad rolls
I'm
in
in
there.
rage right now. There we go.
But
That's the
Just draw a
angry
little.
aura.
Oh, I should just use one of these icon things, shouldn't I?
Yeah, you can. You can give yourself
Is there like a little wolf?
Bro,
Or like
just
a
use
little mad
D&D
face.
Beyond.
No. Here we go.
if I remember correctly, you can actually like paste a Unicode emote. I mean that works.
Why is it so
Nice.
big? Hold on, it needs to be smaller. It needs to be
Um,
smaller.
Can you flip the image too?
Whoa! Whoa there, partner.
Sizable.
That's a
Sizable.
little
It's a
big.
big snout.
You know what? That's honestly pretty accurate.
There we go.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I guess I can't really like.
That's not
That's
bad
That's
at
fine.
not
all.
bad.
That's fine.
You could
I
turn it. That's
wonder. I
great.
think I can do this. Yeah, I can.
I
I could just give him a little angry face.
Oh my god. Beautiful.
I'm gonna
He
die.
If you
angry
couldn't tell, that's a bad guy. He's mad.
Yes. because he's mad.
He goes,
Um, but
yeah,
yeah,
we're ready.
that is you are on the verge
oh, wait,
of
this is
rescuing
better. Hold on.
your teammates.
Mm-hmm.
I found a better icon. I like
Did you?
this one.
Oh,
This one's more monstery.
Oh, I
because I'm
don't
more
care.
of a
No, I don't
beast.
like that at all. I don't like
Amazing.
beast that is
True.
just
I'm more of
enough.
a beast than a
Yeah,
wolf.
you made
Yeah.
that. You made that.
I
That's
think that's
valid.
pretty
If that
accurate.
flesh monster is still in this room, that token is valid.
That's true.
That it came with that. I didn't make it.
Okay,
Get this
you
Doesn't
chose
out of
to
matter.
here.
use
What is
it.
this? Delete this. Goodbye.
You got to drag it.
There
Yeah,
you
there
go.
you go.
You chose to
we
bring
go.
it into
Alright.
life.
In fact, it is all bad. Truer words have never been spoken. Cool, super cool, good session, everybody. You stormed a jail. You freed some people without asking them what the gravity of their crimes was. You
They
did take them at their word.
word.
That you did take them at their word, which I
Yeah.
respect, I guess. And
9 passive insight, 9 passive
That's fair.
investigation. Everybody seems pretty cool to
Corey
me.
Squad.
Corey Squad, rise up!
Corey Squad, rise up. Corey Squad, rise up. You did good tonight. You did good tonight. You didn't
We
kill
did.
anyone, as far as you know.
And we
As far as
kind
I
of made
know.
a friend with
Yeah.
that. With
Oh yeah,
Alec.
Alec gained some
Luminary
hardcore
Alec.
respect from Max
Yeah, he
for
seemed pretty cool.
sure.
Oh, did I misspell that?
He's
yeah,
fine.
I did. Damn it. Tell me.
He is. I mean, if you
We-
tried talking to him, you might see that he actually just wants to be cute. He
We'll
can't
keep
help
that in
that
mind.
He was made
That-
this way.
I want to talk
His
to
dream
him.
is to be like an e-girl, like streamer on Twitch.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's
Like,
fine. We
he's
can
just,
be friends.
Yeah.
He's just
He
a
just has
mass
to
of
take-
like mouths and teeth and eyes, but he,
Yeah.
you know,
He can still have dreams.
Yeah.
yeah. It's always,
Anyway.
everybody always
Okay,
says, "Is that a
you're
flesh
right, Bob.
golem?" But nobody ever says, "How is that flesh golem?"
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think-
most
mm.
definitely.
Exactly. Let it stream. Exactly.
All right.
This
on
universe,
that
this
note-
universe's corpse husband.
Yeah.
Oh God, you're gonna summon the stands. On that note,
Glad they can
we're
donate to
gonna
Planned
call it
Parenthood.
for the night. They could. We would love that. If you're a corpse husband, Stan in the chat, donate to Planned Parenthood, whenever you want. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I don't know. Oh, you put a link. I'm sorry.
Oh. Here, I will.
How do I?
How do you
Okay.
unban first
don't
of
know.
all?
Did it ban?
No. Oh, he's dimed
Shouldn't
out.
have
They're
been.
timed out. There we go.
Okay, cool. Cool.
You're
cool,
back.
Cool, cool, cool.
You're
Good. Your joke was good. Stitch.tv, just so everybody can know what it was. It was Stitch.tv.
Jeez.
Because he's stitched together.
Nice.
All right,
We love it.
we gotta go. We gotta.
Yeah,
go.
we gotta go. We're
Um,
delirious.
Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us. We're just too funny tonight, so we got to be careful. We got to space it out. You know, we don't want to use it all up. Thanks so much if you hung out, if you followed us for the first time, if this was your first time watching us, or you know your I don't know 20th time watching us. We don't do this that often. We really appreciate it. If you followed, if you chatted, if you donated, if you did any of that good normal stuff, we just want you to know that it really means the world to us. We wouldn't be able to do any of what we do without you all, namely, that is raising money for really great organizations like Planned Parenthood, like the Surfrider Foundation, and like RAIN, which we are currently in the process of benefiting through our event, Gen Con, that we are putting on with our friend Hope for TTRPGs. It is going to be March 18th to 20th. The Discord is currently open. If you want to hop in there, game submissions just ended, but we'll be posting the games that did get submitted for sign up soon. So if you'd like to play in something, you can do that. We're going to have panels. We're going to have charity giveaways. Any money you donate to RAIN enters you into that charity, and you'll be able to win some of the great prizes that have been contributed by creators within the TTRPG community. I spent the day today emailing them about their prizes, and they're really good ones in there. So I would really recommend doing that and being a part of Gen Con. We will be back on Wednesday, which is tomorrow, with Fury Brick Road. That is our 5e game that takes place in the Land of Oz, written by L. Frank Baum. It's a lot of fun, different cast, different GM. So if you hated this, check that out. You might like it. We'll be back. I know, right? And then Sunday, I will be back streaming Nephilim with a different group of players. It's our near future sci-fi game. It's a lot of fun. And this time, this Sunday will be the first time that Julia will be joining us as a player.
Cool.
We lost one of our cast members last week, and we are gaining one this week, and it's Julia. So
It's
that's going to be a lot of fun. Join us on Sunday for that. If you want to keep up with us and know what we are doing, you can follow us on the Cursed Bird app Twitter. I tweet a lot on there as us, which means I speak for everyone, and they have to be responsible for whatever I say and do. And then you can also join the Discord community if you'd like to do that instead. It's a great group of people. Everybody's super friendly. We do a lot of cool stuff in there, like play games, like talk to each other, and just generally be friends. If you're into that, please do it.
We are delightful.
And
Mm-hmm.
we are delightful. Thank you.
You can-
If you like
you can
this,
come
it's
in.
like this 24/7 in the Discord.
Yeah, power of
Um,
friendship.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Our friendship means
On that note, I think that's everything. We are going to disappear for a second, play some music, and then we are going to raid somebody great that we are friends with. Who will we raid? Let's be
Who's
honest,
playing?
probably going to raid Amber. She is still streaming. So we're going to go talk to Amber. Everybody say hi. Everybody tell her that we sent you, and we will see you over there. And we'll see you next time you join us. Thank you. Have a good night. Say good night, everybody.
Good night,
Good night,
everybody.
everybody.